Start recording. Transition that bad boy. Oops, here. We couldn't afford any of those party things, so we just... Hold on. Got a better one. Hold on. No, that's not good. Hold on.
That is so quiet. I should have just given you a speaker and just put that at the end.
It's a bit slow, this one.
Is it an app or a website?
It's an app, isn't it? And then, hold on. What's this one? This is one. Hey, 35k. Wait, hold on.
Hey, my corrida.
Here's the best one. I'm saving the best one are 35k reveal.
Move out of the way, Sonny.
What is up, guys? Thank you very much for joining us. Today is Friday, the 1st of December, new month. Boom. It is the Friday's Q&A with Chocks A number 47, and not only is it 47, but it is also the 35k reveal party. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you so much for joining us. It is...
it's been a while, isn't it?
It's been a while.
It's been a while since we wore these caps.
It's been a while since we looked it up. It was in July when we wore it last, and that was for the 25k reveal. And of course, during that 25k reveal, what do we reveal, Chocks?
Metal Gear Solid and Bayonetta.
Bada bing, bada boom. I'm glad to see you're on sharp on the point. Going, hey, if I had... It seems like it was a long time ago, but in reality, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Because shortly after that, it was like boom, straight away. We had a Solid Snake pre-order.
There you go.
Yeah, and then boom after that, it was like, ooh, NYCC.
There you go.
So.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are, back at it again. And so we've been, yeah, you know, it's a 35k reveal. That is going to be launching the trailer towards the end of the show. So if you just come here right at the start to see what the 35k reveal will be, it will be in the future. We won't be giving it to you just yet. So, you know, I think we'll be revealing in about maybe 2 hours, I would say, minimum. So, you know, come back then if that's something that you're waiting for. If not, we will be, doing it in exactly 2 hours' time, something like that. What is up, Jordan? Let us know in the comments, what do you think it's going to be? There's going to be a lot of gnashing of teeth, a lot of meh,
who's going to cry this time?
Yeah, who's going to be upset?
Some people were upset when it's like 15k and then 20k, 25k, sorry.
15k, 20k, and 25k.
Yeah.
There's always going to be meh and happiness and tears and all that sort of stuff. So let us know in the comments what you think it's going to be. What on earth could be that 35k reveal?
110 viewers on the stream.
Bada bing. 3 people chosen at random by Chocks next week for a chance to win 500 reward points. Once we do this week's hashtag. So who do we think? We have Billy, who's thinking it's going to be War or Resi. Johnny de Jesus, Kanjo, Joe, Banjo. Sean Wiggett, something Sonic. Michael Bonner, Resident Evil. Nana says got Mario Kart or Resi. Let's see. Ian Dempster's rallying Princess Peach. Chris Madirio's Banjo. 3 p.m. in the house. What do you think 35k reveal will be?
Gonna be Earthworm Jim from Nails. Schumacher.
Arnold asks, would it be who dat, be ready to the reveal? Now, I can't give any hints on what that who dat will be. Paolo's waiting for that Alucard, which is looking tight. That's on the home stretch, so not too long to go for that, Paolo. Walter says Pokemon. Blastoise. We got Walter thinking it might be that. Darcy thinks Final Fantasy, possibly Resi. That's really interesting. Quite a lot of people saying Resi.
Resident Evil.
Yeah. Sort of gone under the radar.
Do you prefer the name Resident Evil
or Biohazard? Well, I grew up on Resident Evil, as all most people in the West did.
Right.
Surely you weren't Biohazard.
I was both at the same time.
Why? I mean, like that was back in the day before people even knew Biohazard. It was like when the internet came, you're like,
I was trendy back then.
No, maybe because maybe because you knew about it in Hong Kong, because it was like
in Hong Kong at the time. I was in UK.
But what I'm trying to say is most people didn't know it was called Biohazard until the internet came around.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
The internet came around.
Yeah. Otherwise, you had no idea.
Back then, yeah, no.
Yeah, but magazines weren't even referred to as Resident Evil, never referred to as Biohazard.
It depends what kind of magazines.
True. I know you get those kind of magazines just for the articles.
Yes, of course. But since I've grown older, I just look at picture books.
True that. Jake, come back in 2 hours' time and you might be able to see it. What is going on, but see Aramis? Where is the trophy? I don't know what you're talking about, mate. No idea. All I've been told in between slapping and beating by Chocks is that that trophy never existed. I don't know what it is. And in the words of Shaggy, it wasn't me. Gonna be Xenoblade related. Ghibli 35k, Shulk. My word, there are a lot of different answers. And it's going to be a lot of crying and gnashing of teeth.
Some were saying expecting 2 licenses.
2 licenses. Why stop there?
Why not 3?
Exactly. Indeedy. What is going on, Christoph? Yeah, Christoph, we already announced all the news, all the Metroid-related news.
Yeah.
Already been announced.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on. Xenoblade Day.
5. Right.
Oh, Mike says we go with 5 licenses. Indeedy. So, DS3. Finally, we've announced DS3, Michael.
Yes, and DS2.
Whatever it is, there's 99% I'm getting it. Much appreciated, Ashley.
I can always count on Ashley.
Nice one, Christoph. We've only just started the show. It's only been going for 7 minutes. Right now, everyone's letting us know what they hope that 35k is going to be.
Don't believe it, Alex. So, when are you going to start believing us?
Neo Dragon reckons it's going to be an anime license. Makes sense at this point.
Right,
Interesting reasoning, yeah.
Could be an anime, could be a game.
Generally, that's the only choices.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, Gemma. Let's see, what else we got?
Yeah.
Someone got
Hey, Amanda Kirby. Hope you like the Warp Star.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the mini Warp Star.
Warp
Yeah,
Star.
the mini Kirby. That's looking sweet. Looking very, very sweet.
Yo, bud. My predictions, Banjo already done and Pre-O really soon. Happy Mask Salesman and Bayo preview. Wow.
Interesting.
That's a lot of expectations there.
That's a lot of video work. Jeffrey! How many videos did you make?
We should do it during April, innit? April Fool's Day.
Do what?
I don't know. Lots of videos.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Say, hey, guys.
Or what we could do is like loads of videos and go, one of these is real.
One of these could be your avatar.
I see what you did there.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, that Secret of Mana. Look at that. You know, Andreas, you think it could be possibly Secret of Mana? Not with that TT, it won't. Here you go, it's back.
Or it could be Secret of Mana. And it
Could
kind of
be.
like backfired on us.
Double
And
bluffing.
we'd be like, what did we get ourselves into? Apparently nobody wants Secret of Mana. If we had Secret of Mana.
Indeed. See you soon, bud. Thanks for joining.
XC2.
I actually tried.
Aussie
I actually
Xenoblade.
tried that. Nana say back in the day. I tried that. Tried all routes. All routes. Edible statues. Brenton in the house. He thinks Banjo, Mario Kart, Luigi Mansion, Rezi, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, or Happy Mask Salesman. I didn't even know there was a game called Happy Mask Salesman. Good morning, Chris Holm, or Mr. Windish, or Kami PVC. Last time I checked, that was tickling around about 925.
Kami PVC. Come on,
Yeah.
guys, get that over 1,000.
Then we can have a conversation. Siobhan, we've been video in 9 minutes ago.
Don't worry, haven't missed anything yet.
Is Ica saved? Do we have an idea on what those numbers are? We can pull up when we do
have a look at
we can
it
look at that later
yeah.
on. Yeah. What is up, Carlo? Alex thinks it's going to be Academia, Attack on Titan, or if it's FF, he'll die, mate. I'll die with you. Go to heaven. Let's go.
Who's going to make the statues then?
Absolutely. True.
Splatoon.
How many more licenses do you have up your sleeve? Because the group is expanding fast. We have, you know, it's been.
Been what?
In terms of secret licenses, there actually aren't very many. What we don't have licenses has been clear based on TT movements on what we're going to be aiming for later on, if that makes sense. So the time of F4F DMX magic is kind of sadly behind us to a certain extent, at least in terms of licenses, because it's as this has gotten bigger and bigger. Now people understand how long licenses take to make, right? Take to get. And the reality is getting those licenses have been... you know, we always talked about priority of getting licenses based on TTs, right? And it doesn't take a lot to sort of figure that out. That what the next ones will be. So in terms of, are we trying to get new licenses? The answer is absolutely. Is it clear what it may be? It's pretty obvious. So the times where we could do things like something coming out of nowhere, Metal Gear Solid. That's an example of stuff that we were working on for way before the club was even born. That we finally had a chance to reread it there. But as the club has gotten bigger, the voice has gotten bigger and bigger, and therefore all licenses that we look at now moving forwards has always been with the club in mind. And if that club has been if it's in mind with regards to the club will know what it's going to be because they've been rallying for it. So that's the reality. What is up, JB? Thanks for joining. Bucci in the house. Joseph. How's it going, mate? I understand you've been busy at work and not had a chance to do your statue talk. Let us know how's it going. Also, I see Joey Griggs in the house, and I can see if you look at our Aku Aku Mask post,
right,
on the main page.
Okay.
There's like all these people bitching about the price, right?
Right. And
then Joey comes in and is like, mate, you guys don't understand it because of the quality. That. Much appreciated for spreading the word, Joey. I appreciate you
educating them,
sticking up for us and educating, etc., etc. That's much appreciated.
Are you alright?
Yeah. This is annoying me.
In your way.
I'll just do that. Yeah. So much appreciated on that. Alfie says Bomberman. That's an interesting one, Chocks.
Yeah.
We did a TT on that.
It's quite.
Was it Hudson Soft? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Konami now. Yeah, back in the day it was Hudson Soft, subsidiary of Konami. So, yeah.
Yeah. I hate the hate towards F4F. Much appreciated, Joey. I don't like the hate very much either. Hey, Nana, say, which one would you like to see for 35k for the WWE? John Cena again?
John Cena.
Neo Dragon says, who's been bitching about the... Well, the reality is, Neo, if you're not in the industry or know about or collecting hobby, these prices seem astronomical. Also because maybe you can't actually see how the size of it. Can you do like galleries on the main page?
Probably.
Like start with that picture and then the next one is of us with the next one so they can see how big it is. We should consider that.
I won't put us next to it because they would say, oh, these guys are like tiny.
Well, it's better than not having it at all.
No, something realistic, something that they can relate to.
Well, those are the cans, but...
not cans, something else.
Just us, mate. You might as well just put us there. You can get an idea of, like, even if we're short and tiny, whatever.
Just put them all behind, like, like prison backdrop, where you get measurements. Yeah, like, just line them all up. With that kind of like prison. Nah,
I think you need to have a picture. If we can do it, we can do it so you can see next to it. Because most people looking at it, you think it's like an amiibo, basically.
Yeah, we enlarge that amiibo.
Yeah, you see, Alex says someone holding the piece makes all the difference.
And then you'll be like, oh, that guy's tiny, he's got tiny hands or whatever it is.
Oh, fuck.
You always get those people that say that.
Well, it's better than not having it at all. At least they don't think it's some sort of amiibo. That's what I would say. Indeedy. So, where are we at, Chocks?
Are we ready to start?
Should we just do the reveal now? Everyone's waiting for it. 135 people. Let's do the reveal now. All right. Well, Chocks said no, so.
After I've done all this, all nicely laid out for you, right?
Absolutely. Guys, welcome to this Friday's Q&A with Chocks A, number 47. Good evening from Hong Kong. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe. Good evening, Asia. And very good evening to Australia. Coming to you live from Hong Kong. We're going to kick off this week's review by talking about notices. Chocks.
Yes, so funny enough, I don't think many people have noticed that the Trello shipping calendar was updated a couple of hours ago. I just want to give you guys a run-up because I've seen some comments from a different group already panicking about, oh my god, this thing's been delayed, etc, etc.
Just any time.
I'm assuming you're happy because Kanako just joined and just pressed that button, yeah?
Okay. Hi, Shags. I didn't even notice. What's up, Adam?
Right, so, okay.
Alex noticed
Notice what?
that the shipping calendar's been updated.
Oh, wow, good.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Right, so let's go through December. That December still stands, I believe, for US. Nightmare, Fighter Kirby are still going to arrive around about late December. Once it's arrived at the US,
Ni hao monya.
it'll have to go through customs, which will take about 5 or 6 days, and then it'll get to the warehouse, and then it'll go straight to your house. And just to let you guys know that CN stands for China, not Canada, as I've noticed a few people have mistaken that. And
What's CAN? CA.
yes, CA.
Yeah.
But if you click on the coloured icon, it will tell you one's from Australasia and one's from Canada warehouse.
Yeah.
Right, and right, now the important stuff that you guys have been really wanted to know. The US, Canada, UK and EU shipment, previously they were in December. We've just pushed them to January, but hear me out. There's only a 1 week difference. Some of those, for example, US and UK, I believe they are actually arriving at the warehouse at the very last week of December, and the others are arriving the first week of January. So there's only a 1 week difference, but give or take, because of customs, etc., we put them all into January. So expect them to arrive at the warehouse the very first week of January. So there's only been 1 week difference. Just let you guys know. And Sunny has actually colored 3 of them with on the boat, so they are actually on their way. So give or take a month time plus a week's worth of customs
Processing and stuff like
processing, and then it gets shipped out to you. So expect that early January. All right, and then with February, because there's a slight hiccup with Sonic 25th, with changes, paintings, etc. That's why we cannot ship that container out. Because we need to fill that in with Silver and Katamari as well. And I believe Sonny has told me that that is the last shipment in February, because there will be a Chinese New Year in February, and then there'll be no shipment in March.
Yeah.
That's my understanding. So
that's 11 containers before Chinese New Year. That's
that right?
pretty
2, 3,
crazy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. So
wow.
From December to February, that should be everything out before Chinese New Year. So if you're waiting for Majora's Mask or Spyro, that we're still waiting for confirmation. That might be able to squeeze in for the late February shipment. As soon as Sunny knows, we will update that Trello board. But so far, there'll be nothing shipped during March because of a Chinese New Year in February.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all the shipping information. Yeah.
Let me just say something. One of the things that we were talking about earlier today, Chocks, is the fact that we've been very much, hoping that the back end can get faster.
Right.
And I'm happy to see so many things in production right now. and wrapping up, it's like they're maturing more at the back end. Meaning, because we've been slightly slowing it down at the front end. I mean, not massively. We're still been doing 1 every 3 pretty much, right?
Right.
Of course, we wanted to go 1 every 2, but we wanted the back end to catch up with us first. And the back end is certainly with the production of, the Spyros and the Majora's Mask, and getting those pretty big ones through the process already started and all that sort of stuff. I'm much happier with how that's coming along. It's developing and getting faster. So there were certainly some droughts, and now we're getting back on track. So we can expect 2018 to be a bit more accelerated, Chocks.
I hope so.
Yeah,
definitely. So that's all the information there. If you guys got any concerns and questions, do drop us a question in the club. I'll try and answer as much as I can. Any more shipping information, just leave us a comment or hit up CS. And I believe that's pretty much it, really. I don't think there's going to be any much more changes to that shipping calendar, apart from Majora's Mask and Spyro, which we're waiting confirmation on.
Thanks for the reviews, Joey.
And one other notice this week is that
4 to 5, Dave. He's asking how many factories do we use.
Oh, right, okay.
Depends on what material. If it's PVC, if it's resin, but basically 4 to 5 is typically what we've got the team split up between that.
Right. Okay, so one other thing today, last chance for Aku Aku Gold and the Combo Edition. Yes, as we mentioned previously, that those 2 versions will be ending tonight, 1st of December. Most likely we will close that pre-order after the stream. And then we will kickstart Last Chance Weekend for Bowser. There you go, guys. Actually, that might actually be quite good.
It's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I quite like it.
And now everyone's too busy listening to the tunes and they totally forgot all the information. Right.
Well, that's so annoying, is it, Alex?
As for pre-orders and stuff like that, we still need to work things out behind the scenes before we update that pre-order calendar. We'll be sure to look into that over the next couple of weeks.
That's like negative.
Yeah, it's a negative stuff. So we need to plan out what we can do for the first half of 2018.
You don't trust me, do you?
Oh, you're just changing tracks.
Yeah, I'm just changing tracks.
All right, okay. So if you've got any questions with regards to Guts and Alucard and Crash Resin and
What is my hat? I just realised say happy birthday on it.
Well, it is, right? It is like happy birthday to the club. 35,000.
That's not quite happy birthday.
No? Can't twist that around.
What's on is anything on the back? Is that also happy birthday?
No, it just says made in China.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. It's made in.
That's big and shit.
Oh, it's down the side.
But not, is there anything in here at all?
No, it's balloons and
oh yeah,
just change that around. Yeah. I can't believe they put that on the outside.
Let me turn that this way. That's better. It's like it's my birthday now. Right, that's enough of that.
Right, that's enough of that.
What is up, Mona Lisa? Thanks for joining us. It's been a while since you've been on one of these streams. You've missed them, we've missed you, so come back and watch them more often. Yo, where we at? Yo.
Right, week in review.
Week in review. 35k was passed last Saturday?
Yes, the Saturday.
Yeah, because I was denying all the entries, and I like.
And then you woke up and it's like, oh, who the hell Adam Molin?
Jeremy kept very quiet, right?
Yeah.
And Chocks, 4 peeps. 4 peeps. 4 peeps. 4 peeps peeps. All right, thanks for keeping an eye on that, guys.
We haven't had a 4 peeps winner in a long time.
It's been a while. Then we obviously hit that 35k on that Saturday. We mad dashed and got the reveal trailer over to the licensor on Tuesday, I believe it was. Or was it Monday? It was Monday. Maybe it was Tuesday. Monday.
It's probably Monday, Tuesday, but it was still
still
their holidays, right?
No. Well, yes. Well, no. Well, no, I'm not going to say that.
I think it was Tuesday. email was sent out on Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Which would have been their Monday.
And then they came back yesterday, as soon as I got the news, put it in the club, that the reveal trailer was approved first time.
Indeed. So, I'll give the shout-outs later.
I'm looking forward to doing that. What is up, Greg Mikalowski? Greg, after we do the 35k reveal, we look forward to seeing maybe this stream you can do a
Stream the stream. Stream that anime.
Stream that. I was about to say, yeah, it's a nice
Yes.
one. Yeah, nice. I like it. So there's lots of different things that we could be talking about in terms of that. Where are we at? Let's move over there so we can see. So let's talk a little bit about production. There was a lot of, as I said a little bit earlier on, been very happy with the rate of production recently, picking up steam. I can see it happening over the last couple of months. We have in production Katamari. You would have seen there was some painting phases. You can see the bases being painted. You can see the ball.
The caps.
Yeah, the ball sort of like knobs. The knobs of the balls, or the bits that stick out. Those were being painted. There was one for dip. I think it was the one that I showed right there. You need a really steady hand there to get inside those. And let's talk a little about Sega stuff. So we obviously Sonic 25th. I did a sea of blue heads and some of the painting in the white of the eyes. Did you get a chance to see that? Silver hands. Silver is coming on very, very nicely. That's almost, I think next week was the 10th they asked me to go.
There was a lot of sanding and painting this week.
Sure.
Some of the production updates.
Yeah, sure. Keeping along with production updates, let's talk a little bit about Spyro and Majora's Mask. Both of those are at the same factory, so it's really good that I have a couple of QC guys overseeing it. What usually happens is we have a QC person in every single factory that we're currently working with at all times, if there's something happening there. And there are so many different stages of production. That is, of course, the casting, the sanding, the polishing, the painting, the assembly, the packaging. Of course, as you get closer and closer to final QC, i.e. the moment that you put it in the box, you seal it up, you ship it off, that is the point of no return. So at that point, I have moving QCs that go between different factories, depending on what stage they're at. Of course, at the point where it's like packaging time and the final QC, they sort of all leave the less busy factories, Chocks, and they go to that one that's got that inspection happening that week. More eyes on the prize. That's the most important thing. So we have a team of 6 now, QC guys. 6 or 7? 6.
Really?
Yeah. And they all go back and forth depending on, obviously you have one that's kind of that one in the factory and mainly overseeing it, and then of course they will leave that factory and go to another one if it's recorded, if it's needed, etc. Back and forth, depending on the depending on the production schedule. So that's why we obviously talked a little bit about having so many different products in at one time. Now that's very, very concerning if you don't have the team to watch it. But we have taken that into account and have more QC there as a result. So you would have seen Spyro, where you would have seen some of the painting of the assembly. A lot of that's already coming on very, very quickly. Majora's Mask already now in the painting stage. Now someone's asking, are you ready at the painting stage? You already finished the casting stage? Well, no, it doesn't actually work like that. Because the quantity, for example, Majora's Mask is so many, you can't just simply go all of the casting done first and all of the painting done next. It's a production line. So once enough of the painting, or enough of the casting has been done, we then move it to the painting side. And from the painting gets too many, then it goes to the assembly line, etc., etc. It just goes down that line. Then when we start building up on the other side, Chocks, a container load, well, there you go. Chocks is, Sunny's now will then be looking to do that. So, absolutely. Let us know if there's any of those that we talked about that we showed, which was Silver. What was it? So Silver, Sonic. Silver and regular Sonic, Katamari, Majora's Mask, and Spyro. Let us know if you saw any of your babies in any of those production videos. Let us know in the comments which ones you've picked up. We did this one. You sure it was this week?
Yes, it was that pretty much that Saturday.
Okay, that's Saturday.
I start doing things from Saturday.
Okay, cool.
Saturday to Friday.
It feels like it's been a long time. Okay, yeah, okay. So let's talk a little bit about Okami. I did a Shiranui picture with Ami and Shiri next to each other, and
That's
they're
the
sort of
one.
like
Yep, that's the
talking
one.
to each other, going yo yo, and it's very, very cute. Guys, they're looking amazing next to each other, no doubt in my mind. Looking forward to getting that submitted to Capcom, and hopefully they like what they see. That's looking really cool. So let's see what people have got. Zachary, the party hats, because it is a 35k reveal. So we got Ashley's on the wait list for Majora.
Joseph Griggs, Spyro, Majora's Mask.
Nice one.
Yeah. So guys, I was saying earlier, because that what Alex is going through right now on the list is pretty much what we were saying with regards to the shipping. So it's give or take 2-3 months.
We got Majora's Mask and Sonic for Chris. Marcella, did I do a Jin production video? The birthing of a statue base was last week.
Yes.
That wasn't this week, was it? No, it was last week.
Last week.
Yeah, it was last week. Yeah, I haven't done anything Jin this week, I don't think.
No.
Larissa saw Spyro. What else we got there? How is production for Samus Aran? Various Suit hasn't started yet. We're still getting to get some stuff sorted out. We're still working on that in terms of pre-production and making sure we get the production slot for the factory.
Hey, Austin Paul, with regards to Amibus, as I was saying during the shipping, there's nothing's going to be shipped out in March, so I've been told. So chances of that is much later.
Ami Bus, we went for 11 months or 10 months? 10 months for that one, didn't we?
I think so, yeah.
And that went live in...
That was the only one with a 10-month plan, I believe.
That was in April, I think it was.
Yeah.
So we still got a bit of time on that. But I know we've
Yeah.
certainly placed the order with the factory, and that's already underway. I've been seeing some pre-production tooling stuff, but that's at the factory of the Silver and of the Sonic, which was also the Nightmare one. Nightmare's pretty much wrapped up, yeah?
Yeah.
So Nightmare's gone. Is that right? It's all
Nightmare's
gone.
gone. Nightmare's
On the boat, right?
Yeah, Nightmare's
Pretty much on the boat,
on
yeah?
the boat for US this December.
Okay, so Australia, China, yeah,
And all that, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So that means that they can now concentrate on finishing up Silver, finish up Sonic, and then as those are wrapping up, then they can start working on because as you know, the space for that life-size bus, they really need to have that space. So that's probably what they're pausing on a little bit about that. Cool. Where else are we at? Yeah, more production, of course. Celeste started as well. Celeste started, yeah. Celeste started, as I said, it's been a lot of production stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on now. That's 6 items in production now.
Yeah. Sled, body parts, white casting, and then the base as well.
Yeah.
Because, obviously you guys know that Sif is already on the boat. So I looked at that. That's looking very sweet. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Chocks, emails.
We've done this, yeah?
So,
yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't talked about this. But we can go back and you just hit you with the emails.
Oh, yeah, this one?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, emails, I think when was it? Yesterday or day before? The website went down for it just went down, right?
Yeah.
It just went down for a couple of minutes,
Yeah.
couple of hours.
Yeah.
I believe the guys behind the scene, the IT guys, were updating the email servers because apparently some emails were not reaching to some of the customers. So I believe maybe they've gone to the junk mail or whatever it is. But hopefully the new servers.
It's like the worst
Yeah.
cover-up I've ever seen.
Yeah, so the email servers have been updated. So hopefully, if you guys got any missing emails or not receiving any emails or going to the spam folder, do let us know. I believe that's it.
Absolutely.
Unless you want to move on to another topic.
Austin Paul, how do they smooth clear resin? It's really hard to do that because it is, if you start sanding it down, it starts becoming opaque, that kind of frosted effect. So that's not very, very easy. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about Warp Star Kirby. We have approval on that, which is fantastic news.
That approval came right after last week's live.
Yeah, right. And we then showed you a picture of there was a pixelated picture of course, Sword, Meta, Fighter, and Warp in one line, and they look fantastic next to each other in the 3D. You can imagine how it will look in the physical. They're going to look sweet. And of course, today we ran a what do we call it? We ran our our 3D printer,
Yeah.
and got that up and running in terms of getting a just a sort of little sample. So we have a little see how he's coming along.
See it? Is it coming up?
I think it's coming up. Let me see.
That baby Kirby coming up?
It's a bit grey. Hold on. Maybe if I do it like this.
That's rubbish. Why is it not focusing?
There it is. Yeah, it's not. It's just straight out the printer, so we haven't like sanded or anything like that. So it's got some build-up lines and stuff like that. But there you go. So looking all cute. So you can imagine how this is going to look in the bigger size. And it's really nice to be able to look at the physical form in small form. It's almost like a small maquette of what the big one will look like.
Yeah.
And of course, we're sitting there just making sure the 3D because the hardest thing to get on this one right was, of course, the hands themselves. Now, it was important to get the hand thickness from this side and this side to be the same, because when he poses it, it's really actually quite hard to get the shape of it just right, the curves of it, and you wanted to see how it looked in the physical, and it looks really, really great. The thickness here and the thickness here is bang on, just exactly the same. We wanted to make sure that they matched up. So Stephanie, the mini Kirby, basically what we're doing for all of our products now is we bought a 3D printer, and everything that we sort of get approval on, we just run it out of the machine just to sort of have a test of what it's going to look like. So you can expect, and this is the first one we've ever done, so you can expect to see like all of these cute little mini ones in the future doing all of that sort of stuff. So you're looking forward to all of that. So that was a picture that I showed of Chris looking at it, holding it, and you could see a picture of the final product in the background. Nice little cute thing. And of course, I see people's first reaction is checking the table for any,
checking his notes, checking what else is on the screen, as they do.
But Jeff was like, "Oh, this is so cute. We should make it these size as well." I was like, "Yeah, they're quite cute, aren't they?"
There's tons of those out in the market.
Sure, because they're cuties. Should do giveaways. Interesting. Cutie. Right. All right. Next one. Where are we at?
This one.
Yeah, maybe not.
This one.
Okay. So, Persona 5, I asked you guys a question. Would you be interested in life-size replicas, props, or whatever it may be? Asked if you wanted the masks, the tarot cards. I think that was one of the others. Melee weapons, guns,
melee
range
weapons, secondary weapons,
any of that sort of stuff.
Masks for the main characters.
Yeah, and that was the one that got the most traction with the mask of the main characters. Yeah. That was the one that got the most traction for that.
And just to make things clear, it's not, when we say prop and replica, it's not really wearable stuff. It's still based on the mask that we've done for Majora's Mask and
right,
Aquaku mask. Yeah.
I'm not sure it would have been like, for example, Protagonist's mask is just like this. I'm not sure we would definitely do one as intricate and as big as that, if that makes sense. Because
you can have a base with that.
Yeah, you can definitely have a base with it, but because of the thing of it's quite small.
Yeah, it is.
Whereas the Majora's Mask is like massive, and the Aquaku mask is massive. You can then create it around that. Where if that's all you're working with, you gotta give me more than that.
Well,
it's just that, isn't it? It's just like that.
It's just that, yeah.
Yeah. So help me out here, Chocks. You can do that as like masquerade kind of stuff.
Well, we just threw this question up in the air.
Yeah, anyway. Which is just because we're looking really carefully at it.
Yeah.
Because that's what the club has been requesting, so we're looking very, very carefully at it. All right. Yeah. So Shovel Knight has now been made 20% bigger. We always said to you guys the ones at NYCC was a little bit undersized of what we expected it to be. So we increased the size of it 20%, and that was basically in order to get better value for money, because the cost of the the original one at NYCC Chocks,
Yeah.
and the cost of the 20% bigger one was pretty similar, because a lot of the highest percentage of making a statue from the factory cost is based on the paintwork. The paint hits is the main thing.
Sure.
Right? Increasing the size, as long as it's not like expensive material like PU, but just typical resin, right, is marginal, because the main work is the painting. Is the biggest cost for most factories are the workers, because the workers' wages, Chocks. I know that people are like, oh, how much does the workers make, all this sort of stuff. Actually, if you compare all factories, if you're thinking about things like Foxconn, which do electronics, Chocks,
Yeah.
they are actually what you would call unskilled labor, because it's basically take this piece, put it on there, and the machine does it. Pick it off and move it to the next one. That is what you would probably consider to be unskilled labor, and there is a price for unskilled labor, as you can imagine. This, as you can imagine, what we're doing is really, really skilled labor. It's also pretty, it's pretty tough, no doubt about it. I mean, the nature of the factories are very dirty. I say dirty, dusty and stuff, because of the nature of it. You're sanding, you're polishing,
Yeah.
dust goes everywhere. The nature of it
natural.
is well, sure, it's natural. The nature of it is very not so nice. If you compare it to the spick and spanness of a completely, what's the word?
A high-tech factory.
Yeah, what is it? No dust, zero dust proof, where they go through those things, and you sort of wear like hair bands and stuff over your head, all that sort of stuff, right? So those places are really high tech but really dust free zones, because it has to be like that, are much nicer environments. However, the work is actually much lower skilled. It's very much do this to that to that to this, right? So it's not nice to be working in those resin factories. So you also need skill to do it. So actually, if you compare worker wages between these types of different factories, actually the resin factories are much higher. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. It's as simple as that. It's like, I wouldn't say hazard pay is the word, but the working conditions are quite harder than the others, and you get compensated accordingly for that. That's
definitely.
the factory side of things. So where the labor is the highest percentage of the cost, because it's to do with the paint hits and all that sort of stuff, yes, materials is involved as well. So it's finding the perfect balance between what the SRP is and the size from the collector's point of view for value for money. Now, how do you say that? Well, you know what? You compare it to products that are in the range. When I say the other range, okay, Shovel Knight's the first in the range. Now, we compare it to Spyro, and we saw it, and it was way smaller than Spyro, wasn't it, Chocks?
Yeah.
And we said, you know what? That's undersized. Against the price that we're paying for the product, it should be, should we remake this? And this costs us money and time and effort to remake it all, do it all over again. All those setup costs, all those molds, all gone. So that small version, that's going to be in the vault. So having had that increase in size to get that sweet spot, because you've got to compare it between the different items. I know some collectors won't buy Spyro, and they won't, or Shovel Knight. Do you know what I mean? They won't obviously necessarily put them next to each other, but it's important, at least internally, that you can see what the value for money is. When you run those promo videos, you can see the size of on the Lazy Susan, all that sort of stuff. So these are definitely what went through my mind when we saw the size against the SRP, and we said we've got to increase that.
Well, it's not just that as well, guys. I mean, when we say it's 20% bigger, you're doing that thing again.
Yeah.
When you say it's 20% bigger, it's not really that much big when you put them both together. I mean,
there's a comparison.
Yeah, but it's still hard to see. I mean, that you look at those two pieces from that picture, right?
Yeah.
Sure, it's bigger than the right one is bigger than the left one, but how small is that big one? We don't know until we have that physically in the office, and we can take that and compare it. But when we say it's bigger, it's not as crazy big as the current 1/4 stuff that we've been doing recently.
Yeah, of course not.
That size is still, I don't know. To me, it looks pretty much similar to, what did I say, Mega Man size?
Which one?
Well, the OG Mega Man.
The smaller or the bigger one?
The big one.
The bigger one?
Yeah.
It's hard to say until you have them next side by side. It'll be hard to say it. Now, I actually say that the smaller one is probably the same size as OG Mega Man, and the bigger one is probably more like X. I'm not sure, actually. It's hard to say until we have it in the office and we see. But what we could see is when we had the OG SK, and you put it next to Spyro, man, that looked way small. They looked like an amiibo.
An amiibo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, so shout out to those who are asking those questions. What does up Nana say? What does up Siobhan? So basically that's where we're at.
Yeah.
You
did a Daily Impossible hint. It's been a while.
did do a Daily Impossible hint, and since some people did and some people didn't, we're going to keep it Daily Impossible. Chocks.
Right. It's been a while. To vote or not to vote. You guys remember that? We did that with Yakuza, and we also did that with Ica from Skies of Arcadia. Right. So obviously we did that ages ago. I can't exactly remember which TT, but there's been a poll on that, and you guys have been voting for that. But we heard you. You said it's not enough. Could you guys post that on the main page? Could you share it out so it's easier for you guys to share? So
Miguel's been doing that, yeah.
So since we had a blog, we had Miguel creating a blog post just for that. So we ended up sharing that onto the main page. So guys, if you really want Ica to be made, make sure you share that post from the main page. Get the fans in there to to vote on that poll. We'll take it from there on. Because previously, before we had the blog, we've been posting those polls in the newsletter, but apparently not a lot of people open those newsletter. So we have to try different means to try and save Ica. So we created these blogs, and this is just the first of many. Hopefully, we can get Yakuza up and ready for the blog as well. So rally more fans for that, because we know the game series does really well. It's been going on for about 10 or 11 years now for the game series. That does really well in the games industry, but, it's hard to say for the statue industry. So, hopefully we can have that same success. What else is to be voted or not to be voted? I believe Reala. So expect that Reala TT to vote or not to vote to come up very soon.
It's a bit of a sneak peek right there.
There you go. So make sure, guys, check. If you don't read the newsletter, that's fine, but please make sure you check out that blog, because that blog will highlight some of these important polls that the fans need to know.
Sure. Absolutely. Right. Let's talk a little bit about documentaries. We've done 22 so far, making of documentaries. Have you had a chance to see them on YouTube? Let us know in the comments right now. Have you seen them? Do you watch them all the way to the end? Do you only watch the ones that you're interested in perhaps buying? Or do you actually watch ones that you totally know you're not going to want to buy, but just want to watch and see what's going on with them? It's very interesting to sort of hear your feedback on that. We've been doing it, as I said, 22 times, and of course we'll be doing them for everyone moving forwards. So we'd love to hear your feedback on that. It's been over a year since we've been doing these, so no doubt about it.
Right.
It would be interesting.
Right, just wants to answer your question, Austin Paul. You said, do you think a lot of people don't open newsletter because they are in the club and already feel like they know what's in the newsletter? Yes and no. You might be in the club, you might know all the information firsthand, so fine, you don't bother opening the newsletter. But hey, there might be people that are not in the club, they're just watching the stream, they don't want to be in the club, they're not as active in the club, they might just want to check out the blog. Hey, they just want to sign up to the newsletter, so hopefully those guys can fulfill. People say, hey, you spend too much time in Facebook, why not put more content in newsletter, put more content in blog? We try and put as many content as possible everywhere, so we try and cater as much people. You can't just say one type of group of people might not want to open it because they already have the information firsthand.
Yeah.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Marvelous Statues. Hey, Jorge, how's things going? We're doing a 35k review later tonight, so hopefully you can help us share that information out in your club. And guys, if you still want some free statue giveaways, make sure you sign up to Marvelous Statue. There's still a nightmare statue going on there, so make sure you sign up to the YouTube channel. Make sure you help Marvelous Statue get to, I believe they've already passed 2,000 YouTube subscribers. Try and get them to 2,500 by end of 2017.
Nice one. Congrats, mate. Congrats.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, all right. So moving on to the Aku launch.
That was only Tuesday.
It seems like it was a long time ago.
Alright.
Probably because the reservation period that opened up exactly 1 week ago was kind of like the real launch, if that makes sense. But, you know, Tuesday came around and we were all sitting there with bated breath to see how the IT boys were going to get
Everyone
on.
with their popcorn ready to see
to
us.
see if there was a meltdown or not, to see whether or not the Maginot line was back. Maginot line was back again, and whether or not we were going to be able to leave the office until like 4 in the morning because we had to sort of sit there and look at the... Obviously, was it going to be another Bowser snafu? And the answer was pure vindication and absolutely...
I was debating how many cans of Red Bull I should bring in. Yeah.
Absolutely was bang on the money. The boys, the IT team, Lorenzo, Andreas did a fantastic job making that smooth as butter. Let us know if you were on the stream on that one, whether or not you actually validated your reservation, your reserved order during day one, etc., etc. Let us know if you were there and how you felt about that launch, because we will be doing that moving forwards for all of them moving forwards. Nana says keeps talking about one click to buy. Mate, do you know how many times I've been telling the IT team to do this, to do that? And they just look at me and go, sure. It's on this list that keeps going like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. But, you know, we're doing something about that. The list is not getting shorter. The boys are not clearing it up. So, beginning of the next year, there will be a new IT guy joining the team. So that's going to hopefully lead to future things. Such things that one-click buys would be fantastic. But one step at a time. How about we sort out your reward points first? So, let's see. James Bennington was there for validating day one. Ashley said it was very easy. Good way to do it. That's great. Flo says, yeah, Flo, you got really, really, really low numbers. So congrats on that.
But did you get the right order?
They like your double hat, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Megan says you have a double hat.
Check out, what episode was it? Back in July.
Yeah, you also had a double hat then.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so you're right, Kevin. It was so much smoother than this time round. I need an it go. That's Siobhan. Yeah, so, you know, that was really, really great to see that go smoothly, not having any issues with regards to that. So super pumped about that. Moving forwards, that's what we plan to do for all of them moving forwards. There are definitely things that we're going to do is like automate it, have a better guide, step-by-step guide about how to validate, where to validate. I saw some people trying to refresh the product page.
Where can I find the validate button?
Yeah, well, that's sort of stuff.
We'll try and tweak that to make it much easier.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, that is something that we have been, you know, doing, what we will be doing in the future. All right, Chocks, over to you.
Is it? Right. As always, since we, it's pretty much kind of a tradition that every time we pass a milestone in club, we added new admins. So, you know, without further ado, we have Brendan and Ryan Rastello in the club.
Rastello Bros!
They've been in the club for quite a long time, and they've been helping out a lot of other members over the course of time. And they've been pretty helpful when we're asleep.
Very helpful.
Yeah. So they know their stuff, and they just so happens they've been, you know, big fans of us for a long time. We didn't know until we started talking, and it's like, oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, especially when I met them at NYCC as well.
Yeah, we then met them as well. So
so tell me, Chokes, someone wants to be an addy. What do you got to do to be an addy? You're not going to tell them what you're going to do. The point is, there is no hard... How many did they send you? How many did Ryan and Brandon send you? Red Bulls, that's why you chose them.
That's right.
But yeah, you know, in terms of that, it's just always just keeping an eye out, basically.
Yeah, just... I don't want to say be yourself, because some guys can be a bit too much of themselves, right?
Well, no, the point, yeah. Well.
As in, like, too, you know, of themselves.
No, well, the point being is, you know, if you're being super helpful,
that's
you're doing
it. I mean,
that's what we looked at.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just try and keep keep the fun element going.
Pretty
That's
much.
all I really care. I mean, as long as the group is fun, everyone's being being nice to each other and just talking about the statues.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. Derek says bribe Chuckles.
No, don't. And apart from as always, there's always going to be a sneak for new admins, and I believe the Restella brothers chose Death.
They had to agree.
They had to agree from with each other.
And they went for Death from Symphony of the Night.
I believe so, yeah.
And they gave the thumbs up. So that's great news. So, we're going to proceed with that. That's coming on very nicely.
Yes. So hopefully the guys will enjoy being part of the admin. Hopefully you guys will treat them well. And, yeah. I don't know what else to say.
Absolutely.
Are they on the stream? If they're not on the stream, they're out.
Vinny, no, it's just our own internal 3D work in terms of Death. It's just our own 3D work. Haven't actually submitted it yet, or submitting it very, very soon. So, yeah, absolutely. Where are we at? Weekly stats. Last time we do, as always, the weekly stats of most liked individual posts. And that one was the one about me telling everybody to keep it hush hush, that you were going to slap me because of something in this room, which I don't even know what they're talking about.
No.
That was the one that got the most likes when I said that you were going to...
Really?
Yep. And then the other one was top posts. What was the top post this week?
Top post? I don't know.
Maybe the doggos?
No.
Oh, I think it's probably Where You From? No. Was it Where You From? Yeah, Where You From? Where do you live? Was it that one? Or was it What Do You Do? What do you do for work? That was one. There was a lot of people asking for that one. And of course, as always, the the Hall of Fame for the collector stats, the member stats, and that was, one of the things that we always do. Randy says F4F is love. F4F is not nothing. Absolutely.
Just trying to catch up on some of the comments.
Yeah, Mario Jones. Too bad people can't discuss differences like pros and cons towards other companies. Only F4F stuff is allowed. That's right. You want to go and talk about that sort of stuff? You can go tons of other forums to do it, my friend. So it doesn't make sense to do it in our club. So yeah, you can do that elsewhere. It's much easier to reserve my order and then validate on Tuesday, because being in Oz, I can never trust my internet at any given time. Stupid internet will be like 14 MBS and then all of a sudden be 1. Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. So where are we at? Now we are talking over to you, Chocks.
Okay. Just a quick reminder, guys, that there's still a couple giveaways ongoing. We still have the Sith ring giveaway in the Dark Souls Dangalangs group. So if you haven't checked it out, if you're a Dark Souls fan, please make sure to go and check those guys out. And I believe it's still there as a pinned post. So make sure you like the post, comment on the post, and good luck. And the Sith ring will be, the Sith package that came with the exclusive edition of Sith. Alex will sign that and send it off to the winner.
Cool.
Right, the next one, as a marvelous statue, Jorge was just on the stream. The Nightmare giveaway is still ongoing, and the guys are still busy. What's up?
Travis Brown. Every time Alex puts his head back, it hides the cone, and it looks like he's actually got a little bit of hair.
He's got a bit of silver hair.
Those are the glory days.
Yeah. Right, so there you go. So Nightmare giveaway, and I'm assuming that the Collectiverse poll is done and dusted. So
should I go for a centre parting? A side parting?
What?
Ponytail at the front?
Oh.
My hair. It's been such a long time since I've had any. I'm thinking of how to style it. Quick, get some mousse
go
up.
for the monk style.
Do you know how embarrassing it was? Well, not embarrassing, a bit of a waste of money. I went to the day that I decided, the week before I decided that's it, my hair, I need to just shave it all off.
Right.
I like bought some mousse or some gel. I was like I haven't used any of it. I should give it to you. I haven't used any of it because I got no hair left. But I got this, so maybe I can get some center partings going on. Indeed. Carry on. So we're talking about the giveaways.
That's it. So,
all right, sweet.
Sith Ring giveaway, Nightmare giveaway, and the Bowser giveaway on Collectiverse. So if you haven't voted, hopefully the poll is still up. Make sure you guys jump on the Collectiverse website and start voting for a chance to win a Bowser. And besides that, we also have on our main page, Facebook page, the Aku mask giveaway. That's still ongoing. So guys, the gold version and combo version is still ongoing it's still open for pre-order and will be closing in a couple of hours. So if you're still on the fence, please do check that out now.
Yeah. And have we talked about do we know when the voting's done? Is it already done now?
I think so for Collectiverse.
Yeah,
I believe so. It might be. There's time differences and all that.
Yeah, all those that voted for us on the Collectiverse, much appreciated. All those that voted in any shape and form, that's great. You're supporting CV on that regard. So you know, thanks on that as well. So let's push.
They've been posting the coins.
I forgot to. I don't think I wrote anything in that. I forgot to write something in there. But yeah, it looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
we certainly be looking into our own coins. We're talking about doing that for.
You guys want some F4F coins?
We certainly be thinking like commemorative coins once a year. Update them.
That big.
A whole family of coins.
That big.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Pizza size.
Possibly. All right. It is time.
That's the weekend review
for
done.
The weekend review done. Now it's time for Temptation Thursdays.
All right, let's go with last week's TT77. Ninja Turtles from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series, the arcade version. That currently stands at 303 votes for yes to 345 votes for no. Yeah, so it's
it's more even out.
More even, yeah.
Yeah, it's more evened out.
Yeah. But guys, remember TT's never die. So, maybe you're a Turtles fan next year or the year after. Come back here and vote.
There you go.
Yeah. And then for this week's, a lot of people have been asking for this. Secret of Mana, Randy. The classic version. Not the updated version. The classic version. Currently sitting at 160 votes for yes and 172 votes for no. So,
surprised or not? What are your opinion on that? Were you guys surprised about either the Turtles one or the current? I mean, obviously, Secret of Mana has only been 24 plus hours, so maybe there's time for change on that. But what are your initial thoughts on that, guys? Let us know in the comments what your thoughts on that. Chocks, what were your thoughts? Were you surprised about Turtles? Were you surprised about Secret of Mana? Bear in mind, this is the first ever Square Enix one we did, just to test it out.
Right. I'm not surprised, really.
No? Nothing surprises you.
Yeah, not surprised. Sorry.
Why is that? What is it that you expected? Both of them? You didn't think...
Expect what?
I mean, did you expect it to be even? Like, it's quite even. It's like, we're talking... Certainly for Secret of Mana, there are only 50... It's pretty 50-50. But not very many people have voted. I know it's only been 24 hours, so maybe that might be the reason. Ninja Turtles as well, I'm quite surprised. I thought there would be at least more opinion on it.
Well, if I had to choose both of them, I would... If I had to choose between Secret Mana and Turtles, I would say Turtles should have been more votes. But, could be so many variables. Maybe because of our club, maybe it's not the word's not getting out there.
So Andrew thought there would be more for TMNT. Hey, Vinny, just to say that the ring, the coins would not be specific to licenses, because that would involve licensing. It would be just F4F centric. Are legacy statues lost forever, never to be made again? That's right. If you're talking about legacy items that have finished production, i.e. we've made it, we're not going to do a remake on those. Certainly not of that style. Might redo the character, but not the actual rerun. So Nana say thought Mana would do better. Pokemon, well, Joseph, Pokemon was amazing, but that was a few weeks ago now. 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah, I can see Pokemon have 901 votes for yes to 228 votes for no. So it's kind of just stopped.
Yeah, but still very impressive to have it. Almost 80% are saying yes. But you know, we've been trying for years to get that, and that's something that we will continue to try. So yeah, all right, guys. Well, you know, a lot of people had
saying slap Chrono Trigger on. Honestly, you know, if I have to give an opinion about that, I'll expect Chrono Trigger to be the same as Secret of Mana.
No way.
Yeah,
be much higher.
No way.
Yeah, way.
We can try it.
You reckon? I reckon Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, that sort of stuff will do way better than Secret of Mana. Don't know. Wonder what that. I'd be quite surprised.
Now we said it, people are gonna go, yeah.
There's already people already sort of done the unofficial ones for that, but you know, it's interesting to see if someone runs an unofficial. So this is actually going to be something that's going to talk about. So guys, we've now wrapped up these 3 TTs. We're going to talk about the next 3 TTs, and those are going to be very, very interesting because we have a few that are going to come up. But let us know what you want to do. I already know what the 3 are going to be, but you may be able to influence it. Let us know what you want us to TT next.
What's the next 3 in your opinion?
Throw some TTs out there, what you want to see. Rayman already has a TT, Joby. Let's see what else we have. Golden Sun, Wild Arms, Wario, Star Fox Adventures, Bloodborne, Splatoon, Wex from Wild 9, another Wild Arms, Star Ocean, Claymore, TTs never die, keep on going, Xenoblade, Broken Sword, Point and Click, Dragon Ball, Rezi, Kingdom Hearts, Zero Escape, Ape Escape, Zero Escape.
It's different.
Rayman again. Joey, TTs never die. Ruddy the fans. Rezi Invader Zim, Heart of Darkness, Last Guardian, Mario Kart, Shadow of the Colossus, Luna Silver Star Story, Luigi's Mansion, Curtis Spence. You want to go to F4F.Erames, EREMES.XYZ, and you will see all of the TTs ever made, all 70 something of them. So go check those out. Curtis, Tomba, Doom. All right, guys. So just to let you know what they're going to be, I'm going to give you the next 3. What I wanted to do is give a shout out to CV's Johnny Walther. Back in the day, he ran an Assassin's Creed TT that quite a few people voted. Now, what I wanted to know is, I'm running this one for a couple of reasons. First of all, people have talked about it. But here's the thing, Chocks. When we tell people to rally the fans, they write their own polls. They put it in the club. Chrono Trigger is an example. People, you say Chrono Trigger will be meh in terms of the numbers of people that would want it on the TT, right?
Right.
Someone's done one, and I can't remember who it was and what the numbers were. But what are the differences between an official TT versus a fan-made TT? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know.
And there's a really, really good way to test that is we can use the benchmark of Assassin's Creed, and we can compare it to the one that Johnny did.
Yeah.
And compare it to one that gets a blog, gets a
front page.
Front page on the main page of blog, and it's in the club. So we're gonna kick it off with Assassin's Creed next week. Let us know. I'm leaning towards Altair, but I'd love to hear from the OG. I'd love to hear what you guys are seeing.
Which version of Assassin's Creed?
Siobhan, I can see your comments. She says, my comments are appearing on the video stream comment section. It is now. I can see you there.
I can see you. Which Assassin's Creed?
Yes, Derek, we know that one had some controversy to it, but that controversial person is no longer in the club, so we don't have any issues with that.
Which Assassin's Creed?
Well, I'm thinking Altair, IOG, but I'm asking what people think. You know, I know it's going to be either Ezio or Altair, you know, one of those.
See? Nah, too many Assassin's Creed statues already.
Sure.
We've done it before, haven't we?
What? No. Of course we haven't.
Have we not?
No.
What have we done? I thought we'd done something from
We did.
well,
But it wasn't that. It was that.
really?
Yes.
I thought you did something like
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you said TT wise.
oh
I think you're talking about TT wise.
no. You did it for that, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, I have a history with Altair having made the original collector's edition back in the day for the European box set.
Yeah.
So people are saying Ezio, Edward Kenway. Shows your paper, do it. Pink Panther, Ezio. I like Black Flag as well, Johnny De Jesus. Matthew O'Donnell, you got the one with Altair in the European box set? Yours truly, mate. Yours truly made it. How you doing, Mr. Horan? But you know, look, the point, look, this is a two-part thing. One is to see the power of official TTs versus, you know, because some people are like, so there was an Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
There was an Animal Crossing.
No.
There was I can't remember her name. She's met me. I met her at NYCC. Her and her boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember her?
With purple hair, yeah.
Did she have purple hair?
Or was it green hair?
No. It was blonde hair. Pink hair, maybe.
Right.
And
She had hair, yeah.
She had hair.
Yes.
More hair than me, certainly.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, can you know, really, really like Animal Crossing? Will you make it?" And I said,
Sorry,
well,
Jacqueline.
Hold on, Jacqueline. I can deal with that. Every time you eat Chocks, go. I'm waiting for it.
I'm sharing.
Go on then when you eat. Then no more problem. So, just like, I'm watching you in the stream over here.
Sorry.
It's like the musical chairs.
Once the music stops, I gotta stop chewing.
Exactly. So in terms of the Assassin's Creed. No, so just going back to Animal Crossing, I can't remember her name. Lovely girl. Talked about could we do Animal Crossing? To which I said, of course, rally the fans and see what
that
people
poll was
say.
all right.
And it did fantastic. There was a lot of people
It kept being bumped up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was like 200 plus yeses.
by the same by the same girl.
Can I ask you why you don't have a what's the bar? A bookmark bar.
I do.
Why don't you just have the Collectors Club as part of the bookmark? Right, there you go. Abby Henderson.
Yeah.
So what are the numbers against that?
Just open this up and have a look at it.
There she is next to the Crystal Dragon, right? So she had blonde hair. Okay. There, next to the Crystal Dragon.
Yes.
Okay, so go back to the original poll that she made.
Blonde or brunette?
Strawberry blonde.
It's brunette. She's got brunette hair.
Okay. It's not the point. So just click on that. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, so that brings us to, right, so on that one, there was, oh, Jesus, it's gone even higher.
Yeah.
There's 339 people saying yes versus 199 people saying no.
199, yeah.
190 people saying yes. Now, the point why I wanted to mention that is because, you know, the point of that is, you know, if we were to run that poll, would the numbers be wildly different? Would it be more no's? Would it be more yeses? Would the numbers in total be much more? That's a ton of numbers there, Chocks. 400, over 500 posts, basically.
Got a lot of friends.
Well, there's that as well. But 500 votes, when you compare to the total TTs that we've done, that's, you know, a lot. Now, as I said, Johnny Walther did one as well. See if you can find that one, Chocks. So, in fact, what we should do is unless he's been specific about which one he did, we should copy that same one that he chose, and then like for like compare. What difference does it make? So it's a two-part thing. First of all, of course, is what effect do the TTs when we do it have versus someone fan doing it? Because if we see that there's no difference, then almost like everybody can just run their own TTs, and then we'll be able to.
Is it Johnny without an H?
Yeah. That's it.
Is it?
Yeah. There you go. Keep going. It was around about our October time. Just type in Assassin's Creed or something. Oh, it's probably here. Oh no.
October?
It was in October time. It was right during our. So, just go by most recent, I guess, and then scroll down to October. Scroll down. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, perfect. Scroll down. No, go back up. There it is. Assassin's Creed there.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And the answer was 219 no's versus 127 yeses. Okay? Well,
I'm sorry, Johnny.
It's an experiment.
Yeah.
It's an experiment. So we're gonna, and there was no specific one. So why don't we kick it off with, I'll say Ezio then. All right, let's go with Ezio. Ezio, right? Next week's TT. Rally the fans if you're an Assassin's Creed fan. Ezio Auditore. Requiet in pace. That will be next week's TT.
Right.
The week after that, Rally the fans, it's going to be Riala to vote or not to vote. Save F4F Riala. Let's get that up. Hopefully that can, come out because that's looking nice in the physical. But are the fans there? Do they want to buy it? Let's see what's going on with that. And
Rihanna from what? Rihanna from.
Well, if I have to answer that question, that's the reason why there's a.
Guys, tell me who's Rihanna from?
What's Rihanna from? What is Rihanna from? Rihanna. So yeah, it's going to be Rihanna.
I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
There you go, Mike.
There you go. We got Mike knows it.
I know Mike's a Sega fan.
Yeah, he's a Sega fan.
He's a Sega nut.
Yeah. So that is going to be the second one, and the last one's going to be Dot Hack. Done. Dot Hack for the third week. We're going to do it with an anime.
Anime.
Going over that again. Assassin's Creed. Ezio TT. Riala. Followed by Dot Hack. Last week's hashtag, Chocks. Let's do it.
Right, last week's hashtag was hashtag F4F Mana. And last week we had 3 winners for episode 46.
All right, okay. So based on that, we have the first winner starts with a dun 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 dun. It's a dude. Are you a dude? If so, you have a chance. And the winner is dun, 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 dun. Have you seen him?
No.
Vince! Congratulations. Boom. 500 reward points. Phil, we can follow up with that. Next, we have a European, I believe. And it starts with a double A. A double A. There's a first name begins with an A, and the second name begins with an A. And that's an Asa Anderson. Bada bing, bada boom. 500 reward points. Bada bing, bada boom. Last but not least, we have another dude. Begins with the letter M. And the last name begins with the letter C. MC. MC, MC, MC. So, it is going to be...
MC.
Is your name beginning with an M? Is your last name beginning with a C? Let us know in the comments. MC. MC,
Would you please stand up?
Would you please stand up? I'm waiting to see if Mike takes the bait. Any MCs in the house? Let us know in the comments. Any MCs in the house? Let us know what's going on. Any MCs? I don't see any MCs. He's not taking the bait. Oh, there's a... And the winner with the letters MC is Matthias Kalik. Sorry, Mike. Bada bing, bada boom. Chosen at random. Phil will be following up. 500 reward points coming to you. This week's hashtag is going to be hashtag F4FAC. Let's do it again. Hashtag F4FAC for a chance to win 500 reward points.
That's
4
easy.
lucky winners to be chosen at random.
F for fact.
Hashtag F4FAC. Hashtag F4FAC. Put it in the comments for a chance to win 500 reward points. Chosen at random of 4 lucky winners. Hashtag F4FAC. Absolutely correct for Ashley Pace. Tiago's got it right. Melody, we still have about an hour or so, maybe a little bit earlier before the reveal. That's absolutely right.
Oh.
Everybody else.
Where is it?
Can you not pin yourself? Let me see if I can. I'll just pin your corner.
Done. I clicked it once. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh no.
Is it?
No, you pinned Joshua's.
Have I?
Yeah. Look here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Unpin that. I'll do it. I got you here. Where is it?
Got it. Who have I pinned? Have I pinned somebody else?
Nah, it's not pinned at all. Let me just do it. Oh fuck. Greg Michalowski.
You pinned Greg's.
Quick, I'm going off the screen. Oh, let's get that in.
Quick. I got it. Hey!
Bada bing, bada boom. Alright guys, this week's hashtag is hashtag F4FAC for a chance to win 500 reward points chosen at random, given away next week. Alright guys, now we're going to do the week in review. If you've got any the Q&A. If you have any questions and you want to definitely answer, make sure you enter it in that thread. And then after that, we're going to be doing who dat, followed by the 35k party. What we'll do is just before we do that, Chocks, one more time talk a little bit about the Aku Aku, which will be taking off very, very soon.
Yes, guys. So as I was saying throughout the night, today will be the last day for the Aku Aku life-size mask, the gold and the combo edition. They are still available for pre-order right now on the website. After today, we will switch it to waitlist. So that's it. That's done and dusted. And then from today onwards, all the way to the 8th of December, which is next Friday, the exclusive version and the regular version is also available. But we will stopping the exclusive version on the 8th of December. We'll pause it for 2 weeks, and then it will have a last chance weekend, which we will send out emails, etc., etc.
Following 2 weeks.
Following 2 weeks' time.
So, guys, before we go into the week in review, Jeffrey's worked on a nice video with regards to just a little bit of nice video for the regular version, which is going to go out to wholesalers. We won't be publishing this one on our YouTube channel. It's just for you guys to see it at the club right now. See it on the stream right now, and we will see you on the other side. I want to make sure I don't hit the 35k by accident, but it should be all right. Alright guys, so just a nice little reminder that Aku Aku is there. Hopefully you liked that video. Let us know in the comments what you thought about that. Recent. Chocks A.
Q&A time.
Alright, we'll kick it off. What?
You ran out of batteries.
Just about. Alright, here we go guys. We're going to kick off with this week's Friday Q&A and we're going to hit it off now. Here we go, Matthew Goggins. How's your day been guys? Been alright, Chocks? How's yours been?
Great.
Cool. So are the Aku Aku masters looking good so far? I really hope so because it's one of your best yet. Thanks very much for the kind words. And the answer is yes, they've been doing very, very well. Could Crash Resin possibly come with an attachable Aku Aku mask or switchable heads on the form so that Aku Aku can be completed? The answer is that's not possible. Look at the note of his nose. What's Chock's favourite drink other than Red Bull? More Red Bull? Monster Matt? No, Coke. Coke. And lastly but not least, is it possible to give points or feeding frenzy for the buy-sell group? Oh, that's a F4F, baby. That's a OCC thing. The first 10 people who comment below, well done. Michael Lai,
yeah.
Thomas Lane. Any estimates as to when the pre-orders for Alphonse Ulrich will go up? And the answer is we're working on that and hopefully sometime early Q1. 3 p.m. Number one, how long did it take Aku Aku to design? It was quite smooth, yeah. Maybe one month of hard working on it. Number two, any idea what the first Pokemon will be if you get the license? I don't even want to think about it. It brings a tear to my eye. 3, how old are you guys? I am 36. Chocks is 18, wasn't it? Last time I checked.
Yeah. Yes.
4, you owe me 500 points. Is that right?
Who?
3 p.m. says we owe him 500 points.
What for?
What for? 5, did I get you? 6, is this a fool me twice? Nah, you can just make a statement. It's just like, the way Jamie did it was, he made me say that I need to give him it. You can't just make a statement and saying, I get you, you owe me 500 points. You had to say, Alex, Alex promised to give you. Alright, nice try. Tyler Joseph Ward, dang, Bowser looks nice, just don't have the room. You always got the room, get rid of your non-F4Fs. Javier Gonzalez Jr. Last time I asked about your making a full-on documentary, which would be awesome, but you made some great points about the competition, which makes sense not showing everything. Behind the scenes clips we get now are great. Let me ask you this. Would you guys ever consider making a full-on documentary about how F4F started with Chocks being added to the team, what you got you all in the business, and what troubles and risks you guys faced along the way and how you solved them? That's an interesting story, ain't that right, Chocks? And that stories keep on going. How about the phone call I got today, yo? That is an interesting story. It'll be interesting to see that come to fruition, although it'll be a ton of work. I can always just read the about page for now. Well, the answer to that is, do I want to make it a bibliography or an autobiography? But yes, I'd love to hear the troubles and risks you all face. Look guys, we're in the sweet age for F4F. I feel like there is a huge foundation that's been built up over the years, but I can tell you with all clarity and certainty that it was super hard at the beginning. Really hard, and a lot of determination, a lot of dedication, and a big helping of good old-fashioned luck really got us here to where we are now, and truly grateful for that. In terms of a full-on talk story on that, you know, it's an interesting one, isn't it, Chocks?
Wow.
It's an interesting one. Also, did you guys have any mentors that brought you into this line of business? Nope, 0. I learned the hard way by making tons of mistakes. Raul is ready for that 35k reveal. Joel Patterson, hope you're ready for the 35k reveal. Looking forward to seeing Banjo-Kazooie. My question this week is about my boy Kirby. What's the expected time frame for Warpstar? Just want him now. He is now. I gave the go ahead to go make the physical big one, so that's coming on nicely. It will probably be ready in about 3 weeks. For the print, to be clear. In the meantime, we just got this to look at for now. I just want to close this with some Warpstar Kirby hype. Hope this line is super successful swinging after King Dedede. That would be another vote to vote. Well, yeah. That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've mentioned that from day one.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Brendan Rustello, any estimate on when the 35k reveal will go up for PO or hint as what it is? Well, you know what it is, cheeky. All the addies have already seen what the video is, and in terms of when it will go up for PO, it is likely going to be in Q2. No hints. Well, you know exactly what it is, cheeky. Javier Gonzalez Jr. Also, will Mass Salesman Resin 1/4 ever be made? Will it ever make it out the vault? It's not in the vault. It's never been made. Derek Baker. So, what changes is Zero going through? Okay, we're reducing the length of the legs of the top part and thickening them up a bit, tweaking the head angle just to be a little bit more straight, and working on that. It's just some small changes that will be quite subtle, but actually will help the overall dynamism and just a little bit. We just want to tighten it up just a little bit more. Raul de Leon. Will there ever be a chance of Kidling pulling the Master Sword out to make it out of the vault? And the answer is, never say never, I guess. Chris Hildebrand Jr. When will you be? And Raul, if you do come to see us in Hong Kong next year, like you said, maybe that's the one item you want to see in the vault. Maybe one of those things you can see. Chris Hildebrand Jr. When will we be able to see the changes to various suits? Samus, we're going to be working on that. We've got the stuff in now. It's just over there. We can start working on the video.
Yeah, definitely.
Sav. Are the swords in Civ Space scaled with future statues? Silver, Black Knight, Solaire, etc. Yeah, they're pretty similar in size. If you look at Solaire's sword, it's very similar to Solaire's sword of the real one. Are there going to be any updates for Skull Knight? Really excited to see what you have planned. Yeah, we're just finishing up that concept. Now that... just finishing up that concept. So, the 3D sculpt, I should say, and that's coming on very, very nicely. I'm happy with how it's developed. I wasn't too happy at the beginning. Now it's developed into much nicer. I'm happy with it. Are you going to do the text of Solaire's PTS base in yellow gold like I asked? We were, weren't we? Didn't Sandy ask for that about that?
What?
Praise the sun. To
make the bone and base with gold and yellow text.
Cool. There you go. And you, yes, Sandy.
Like I asked.
Brenton Feely says, "What is that I spy with my little eye?" The answer is we can't tell you what that is just yet, but we're working on something. Now, with the new 12-month wholesale FlexiPay plan on in-stock and pre-orders, will you now make the whole edition size? Because before you said the edition size is smaller because so many people cancel, you don't want to make the whole edition size, but now it's less likely to be cancelled. So if more people cancel, then you'll be picked up by a waitlist or in-stock FlexiPay. And the answer is, we won't completely not cancel, but we will reduce the cancellation rate. Before we would cancel, we expect about 30% to cancel, so we would make about 25% less of the edition size. Now we will probably reduce that down to 20, 17, 60. We'll see how it goes. But it's a great question, and the answer is yes, we will probably reduce the numbers, but not completely stop the cancellations. We'll still take into account cancellations. Giovanni Morio, what is up, guys? A few questions this week. Number one, is Ornstein still scheduled for the last pre-order of 2017? Nope. Still haven't got final approval on that. Number two, what is the latest update on the Almighty Kamina? That is with the licensor. Number three, if you end up making All Might, how are you going to pull off the face considering his eyes are usually not visible? You could probably do you could do an alternate head where you had ones that was completely painted black with whites, very, very stylized, and one that was done in normal style that you created your own shadows against that. So why not have both? Number four, are Guts and Ornstein similar in price, or is one more than the other? If so, who's going to cost more? The answer is Guts is going to cost more. Flow 1, is there any chance to improve the system points to be shown on the website and where we are in the rankings? Absolutely. Right now, Andreas is working on the fact that if you are bronze and you place your order, and then 1 year later you get your product, when you get your points, during that 1 year you've already become a silver member. So your points that you receive should actually be high. Well, unfortunately, the way it works at the moment is that the website module for the points does not allow you to every 1.5 hours on the dot. Yeah, you have your Red Bull every 1.5 hours.
Oh my god.
So the website basically does not take into account that you've now gone up to bronze in the meantime, and it still gives you based on the fact that you were bronze when you placed your order. So Andreas is currently working on that to try and figure out how to make it so that it takes that into account and takes into account when people go up over time to then give them the points at the silver level when they complete and not at the bronze when they place their order. Well, now that we're working on the reward points, that would include how many total points, how close you are to the next one, what's your, all that sort of stuff. So reward points is something that we're starting to work towards. Chocks, anytime, just let me know if there needs to.
Yeah, I mean, for example, Tom Clark, with regards to the website, can more tracking to be added to the wait list or estimates of when the final shipping should occur? I mean,
Maybe we could plug that information into the website about final ship. Well, we kind of do that, don't we? Or, do we not? On the website, it's kind of like the shipping thing, isn't it?
we could do.
What you want to have is that Trello board embedded into the website.
No, that'd be good. So when they look at that specific product, they'll know when it's going to be shipped out and stuff.
Yeah.
And that would auto update. Everything auto update, yeah. This guy in January better be good. He better be good.
Number 2, how Chocks can survive when you guys are doing the making of video and he's not drinking any Red Bull for more than 1 hour.
What?
You have been drinking. You do not actually
Sometimes
drink it.
I think we do that when
Yeah,
we after either of us finish talking, we just kind of like that.
Yeah.
Stick our hand out and then take a sip.
Yeah. I don't think you've been out without Red Bull.
I think maybe a couple times.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did you survive? Cut. Drink.
Yeah.
And then get Jeffrey to edit in so that we look absolutely not like we've done anything wrong.
What about we always kind of like do one take
There you go.
most of the time.
Yeah, we do. Do you guys? Well, the first part is normally not always first.
Yeah.
Do you guys have already worked? Have you guys already worked on a system on blog, Facebook, website to tell us what's in the vault, what's in manufacturing, what's on the boat, what's next PO, calendar? No, we haven't done anything like that. And right now they're all scattered all over the place. It would be nice to be able to sort of have it all centralized, maybe in the future.
Well, just edited that. Yeah, just edited. Flo just edited that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, shout outs, bada bing, bada boom, Flo. Shout out to you, shout out to Jordan, Rudy. Big shout out to Ashley Pace, bada bing, bada boom, to Jerry Velasco. How's it going to Michael Lai? Shout out to Liz Wilson, bada bing, bada boom, to Eleanor Marino. We have James Reed in the house. Shout out to Joel Patterson, and last but not least, a Ms. Kirby, a Ms. A. Kirby. Shout out to Amanda Kirby. Alessio Bucci, how long have you been working on the 35k license? We will be talking more about that later. Anders Stenson, the pre-order schedule has really failed. How come? I was supposed to update it, wasn't I? That's why it failed.
Yes. Short and straight to the point.
Indeed. Sorry about that, Anders. I was too busy having fights in the club. The day I was going to update it, I got sidetracked.
Yes.
Randy Gerards, have you thought about what to do with the studio once you reveal Guts? How you what you do with the studio once you reveal Guts, Alphonse, or Meta Ridley? I don't think they will fit in the current screen. Yeah, they totally won't. We've got to get that set up. Can we just go upstairs, Chocks, for the Friday Q&As?
And do what?
As in, have the nice, get the setup for the
Settle with what?
like a lappy and stuff, and
Just a lappy.
not that lappy,
Then what then?
like a nice lappy. Take it upstairs
Just find a time to go out and buy it. Alright?
Simple as that. You're right, Randy. This screen won't fit Guts at all. So the answer is we need to go upstairs to get that sorted out.
Well, hands-free cam. You good at that?
That was kind of embarrassing.
You're like one of those. What's that?
Like the sock puppets, or like Mankind's sock puppet.
Sock puppets. Yeah.
Or do you mean like a puppet shadow, a shadow puppet?
What's that animal? Ostrich.
Oh, you like emu
Emu. Yeah.
from what's that guy? Keith Orville and Keith. Keith and Orville.
Yeah. I remember watching that as a kid.
What was it? Just was it called Keith and Orville?
Don't know. I can't remember.
Come on, UKers. What was it?
I can't remember the name.
Keith and Orville. I guess he was a ventriloquist.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember. Nana, say you remember. UKers. Who was it? I think it was Keith and Orville. I don't know. Something like that. I can't remember.
The Keith is the dude.
Yeah, Keith was doing. I remember him being on like Celebrity Big Brother or something like that back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
He was a celebrity?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Orville the duck. Was it a duck? Oh, he was a duck.
Was
Or
he a duck?
Emu? What was it? Oh.
Emu, not a duck.
No, I think who's the guy who was in nappies? There was a duck in nappies as well. Orville the duck. Yeah, he was the one in nappies.
Yeah.
It was Keith and Orville. But wasn't there an emu as well?
I remember this one, Orville the duck, yeah.
Yeah,
In nappies, yeah.
Yeah, that was, so it was Keith. It's not Orville the emu, there was an emu, like, I'm pretty sure there was an emu as well.
Wait a minute.
That is it, yeah,
What's
who's
his
that
name?
one? From the Birmingham Mail.
And the monkey.
I don't remember the monkey.
I remember the
emu.
monkey. What's his name? Keith Harris.
It was also Keith Harris. He was Keith and Orville the duck. So he also had the emu as well. So Orville the duck, alright, keep going.
Oh,
What
how
else
many
is it?
characters go?
Yeah, I guess so. Cuddles the monkey.
Cuddles the monkey, I
Yeah, you
remember.
remember Cuddles the
Wow,
monkey.
so
just,
young.
just emu, yeah?
Just emu.
Just emu. Or was it Rod Hull? Rod Hull. It's Rod Hull.
Rod Hull.
Rod Hull.
Oh my god.
Sooty. Sooty.
God of the Gopher. Oh wow.
Wasn't that Sooty Sweep and Sue?
Sooty, yeah. Oh, she's not there.
No, go up. That's not it.
That's Sooty.
Oh, yeah.
Sweep is dog, right?
Wasn't there a Sue as well?
She was the female cat. I don't know.
What on earth are we talking about? Okay.
Zig and Zag, you remember them?
No.
Really?
Don't know who they
I
are.
don't know who these are.
Rowan and Rat, I remember.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Fraggle Rock, obviously.
No, I don't remember that.
Are you kidding me? Down in Fraggle Rock. Down.
Nah, man. Alf, yeah.
I tried, guys. Honestly. Fraggle Rock.
Button Moon, you remember that?
Next you tell me you don't even remember the Wombats.
Oh, I remember that. Basil.
What the hell is that? I'm now
Anyways.
totally lost. Where the hell am I at?
Don't skip any questions.
Why were we even talking about that? Oh yeah, it was mankind.
Badger.
Alright, Hector Morales. December is Final Fantasy's 30th anniversary. December is 35k reveal. Final Fantasy license confirmed. Square, hit us up. Chandler Burns, F4F. Tristan Claremont. Would you ever consider making a statue of Naruto and Sasuke?
Sasuke! Not Sasuke.
Sasuke. There is a quieted shortened U sound. Sasuke.
Sasuke.
You don't pronounce the U, but it's Sasuke.
Sasuke.
It's like almost like a shortened syllable that you don't pronounce. Sasuke.
Really?
I think so.
Kanaka would know.
What is up, Chocks? Hector Morales. With the abundant success of the life-size Majora's Mask, will there be a follow-up, Fierce Stage, Link, etc., etc.? I hope we need to ask, Nintendo for that. Anthony Perrin, Truth or Midna, how's the beauty doing and how far along is it being approved? Should be able to submit it very, very soon. Is there a chance that the statues like Soler is ever going to come back in stock with a 12-month FlexiPay option? The answer is yes. If there's an in-stock, if there's more than the wait list can cover and it goes into in-stock, it will be available as a 12-month FlexiPay. This topic has really come up, but as for 0 hour day one, should it be called V-Day cards? Now it's been changed. V-Day card. Day one be called V-Day.
V-Day. Sounds like we're going to war.
Victory. Well, you've been to war and come back and you've won.
I know, but...
VE Day and VJ Day.
Like
VF4F Day.
VJ Day.
Yeah, victory over Japan.
Oh, right.
And VE Day is victory over Europe.
No, VE, yeah.
Mm.
No, VJ.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it happened a couple of months later or something. Should it still be 0 hour day one, and the actual orders are verified through your system. Yeah, we should have it like, you order and then it like appears next to it, day one. Like, instead of like going, oh, was I day one? And then look at the time.
True.
All that sort of stuff needs to be done.
Because people come back months later and I keep getting questions saying, hey, Chocks, can you have a look if I'm a day oneer?
Right. Alright. And then we have where are we at now?
As long as it's not VD day.
That's a venereal disease, isn't it?
Yes.
What is up, Adam Tiley? Similar regards to P. Sif, love, and box dimensions.
What?
Just kidding, don't ban me, Chocks. Does that make any sense to you?
What's the who's asking that? What's the
Anthony
question?
Parents. Sif, love, and box.
Civ where?
Yeah. Sif, love, and box. Just kidding, don't ban me, Chocks.
Civ looks on box.
Chuckles statue in the works. Right, he's asking, Chuckles statue in the works. Yeah, we should, make your mini Chucks.
Yeah,
Alex, is this going to be another silly sneak stream? Can you accidentally show off the vault? By accident, show off the vault, please. F4F love. That was a mistake. Cool. Hey, Chocks. Oh, you're following over there, yeah?
Yeah, I'm following over there.
Uncle Scaps, I have failed you. I am sorry. Nande. Niall Schumacher, just an information for everyone who will play the coin game. Never listen to Brenton Friedley. Do you remember?
Yes.
Who that? Never listen to Brenton. What is up?
Nice one, Brenton.
Adam, I didn't say Pete. I said P. Ranjit Rads, can you make the validation button float around the screen so people have to try and catch it in order to validate? That's a cool idea.
May what float?
The refresh and then validate.
Oh, the button, yeah.
So,
Like that.
So it's like hard as like a little mini game.
You keep chasing him.
Randy.
It's like those pop-ups back in the days where every time you click on the window, it keeps opening up more.
Raul, you can only
pop-ups.
choose one item. Yeah, you know that there was like.
It's like a virus, is it?
Yeah, it's something like a virus. It keep like opening up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Randy, that was funny. Uncle Scab say, "Yo, James Bennington, with the 35k reveal on the horizon, how did you think you would be where you are standing today? Every single day I'm so grateful. It blows my mind to know where we started from and and where we are now, and just so grateful to be able to be sitting here and talking about a 35k reveal. Just mental. So much appreciated for that."
I believe one of our admins, David, is live recapping right now.
That's awesome. Bada bing, bada boom.
So let's.
In this live,
What's up with you?
I just took it off because it was like. So, in this live recap, David, just want to give you a shout out. In the stream, we're saying go and check out Game Toy Alliance, Gamer Toy News, for the website. Obviously, shout out to them, and also go check out Gamer Toy Alliance.
That's
right. Was it Game Toy Alliance or Gamer Toy Alliance? The group, Gamer Toy or Game Toy Alliance?
Game of Toy News, right?
No. Gamer Toy News is his website.
I don't know, that name keeps changing. It keeps getting longer and longer. I totally forgot.
No. GamerToyNews.com is David's where he's writing out.
Yeah.
But the club that he's along with JB is Gamer Toy Alliance.
And then it had a name change as well.
Did it?
Yeah.
It changed its name.
Oh wow, look at that. Like Gamer Toy Alliance collectors of video games, figures, statues,
okay,
blah,
so
blah,
quite
blah,
a
blah,
lot.
blah, 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 blah.
Well,
So,
shout out to them as well, yeah. So, yo.
See, like Gamer Toy Alliance, collectors of video games, figures,
And more.
statues, and more.
Don't stop there. Keep going. So go check them out, guys, if you're into all manners. And Mario Jones, if you're still watching, that's a perfect place to go and talk and compare, because that's, if you want to compare other products and all that sort of stuff, boom, right there. With classic Sonic and Tails getting a piece, could we one day see modern Sonic and Tails done in similar to the Tornado diorama, but this time on the Tornado 2 in jet mode? Rally the fans, if you think that's what people want to see. I might think people might be tornadoed out already, but prove me wrong. Robert Elliott. One, can we get an update on our man Phoenix? Yeah, almost done. Can we put that on it? It's on his bloody desk. Can we get him to just conclude that up? Star Trek or Star Wars? The answer is Star Wars, but a nicer little dabbling. I like to dabble a little bit on Star Trek. I grew up more on Star Wars than I did on Star Trek, but
I'm the other way around.
is it?
Yeah.
Really?
I've watched the film Star Wars, but I've somehow spent more time watching the TV series of Star Trek.
That's interesting. First of all, for me, I'm more into Star Wars mainly because of the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter series. I sort of knew so much about it from those games.
I remember playing the arcade games. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I
And
always...
the TIE Fighter on the old classic Amigas and STs.
Certainly, like, when I was younger, like, I had, like, the G.I. Joes of the sort of Kenner toys. They were, like, the 3.5-inch ones was Star Wars.
Right.
So it's really been sort of Star Wars. And then Jedi Force, Dark Forces, and playing... The first time you could chuck your lightsaber and it would come back to you, so like, damn, that's cool. And there wasn't really any good Star Trek film games. There was one that was almost like a point-and-click game. Do you remember which one it was?
Star Trek
It was
point and click.
Star Trek point-and-click one, right? It was USS Enterprise, and you would like beam down, and you would like,
Right.
it was like a point-and-click stuff.
Who was it made by?
Can't remember.
It can't be same style as like LucasArts ones, right?
No, it wasn't.
It came after.
It might have even been.
It must have came.
It was like really good graphics at the time. It was almost like
after LucasArts stuff.
It was during that time.
Right.
That LucasArts when they were king. That was
With the Monkey Island and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely that. In terms of Shiranui, it is going to be everything as much as we can do.
Everything.
Adam says, vote for the Uka Uka mask. If that's something you guys are interested in, there is a poll there. Go check it out. 325. You're almost there. I want to see 450, and then we'll look to make the Uka Uka mask to go nicely next to the Tabitha Martin. What is up, Alex and Chocks? I remember you guys were aiming for the Cowboy Bebop bases to be simples to keep the cost down in order to bring the anime lines in more easily. Would there be a possibility of revisiting about Cowboy Bebop line with exclusive bases in the distant future? Or if the general anime look off really well. Actually, the original design of it was to have them all like they were, get the price lower and have them all as museum, sort of like, and then if that did well, to do a whole new one, if the demand is there, when they are, in much more action-based poses. Yeah. But
standing all together, like, in that Avengers pose.
Well, I mean, the way it's currently done is that you'll be able to put them back to back, and they will look great on a turntable like this, on the current way. Yeah. The museum style. And then if there were enough, people wanted the line, we would then make it with dynamic poses and all that sort of stuff, more complicated, once we can confirm that people are interested in the line, all that sort of stuff. So that's where we're at for that. Also, in regards to Metal Gear Solid, are you going to make the statues according to chronological release of games, or would you be willing to jump around a bit? Yeah, we're too far away from worrying about that. The answer is let's just concentrate on MGS first. Jordan Ryman, what are the chances of, and by that, and if it does well, all that sort of stuff, we'll then look to the club for sort of some ideas on that. Jordan Ryman, what are the chances of getting a Wolf Link sized bust similar to Okami? Pretty low. Lydia Baldini, has there ever been an instance where a figure has completely sold out and there's no more available for damage exchange? In the same vein, with the popularity of easy pay options for older in stock, are there contingency plans for future damage exchanges? No, the answer is absolutely. We've already happened to it. King's Base, all of them are really broken, and we've already lost a lot of. Pretty much all the bases have now been completely exhausted. No more replacements left, etc., etc. So the answer is, unfortunately, there is a time when. When it gets it in stock and it's broken, that's it. It's either, partial refund, full refund. That's the only choices. We can't just magically make another one.
Oh, here's an interesting question from Colin Matthew.
Yeah.
Think you should make more popular, newer anime shows rather than stuff from the 80s,
so
90s?
We talked about that, didn't we, Chocks? And the thing is, the reality is, what's hot now, we take at least 1 year minimum from going for a license to getting it to developing it. And what's hot now is that there is so much fickleness when it comes to anything. It doesn't matter if it's anime, whatever it may be. Whatever's hot now could be not very, very quickly. That's my concern. Scott Fain, Hey, hope everyone's having a great day. What are some defining moments for the two of you whilst working at First and Figures? Well, defining moments was, of course, when there are a lot of forks that I can really see, what happened, and if we'd gone one way and gone another, and it was a lot to do with just how lucky we were to be at the London Toy Fair and have Hasbro come on the stand and talk about Magic the Gathering, talk about the Transformers, talk about G.I. Joe, to get that, to then lead that into Nintendo, of course, where we've been concentrating in video games, etc., etc. That's a really, really clear defining moment.
That was a defining moment in the past. What about a defining moment that you hope to see in the future?
Square! Hit me up! Chocks, how about you?
I don't know. I haven't been here that long to say what the defining moment is. I guess my defining moment is when Red Bull or that 100k
Streets of Rage, when that comes up and you anything you find really fun, stressful, or exciting? There's a lot of things we find fun.
Stressful can be fun.
Stressful. There's a lot of stress involved in everything we do, but
Exciting
on the light side, it's a lot of fun as well. The reality is we have so much invested in terms of emotionally in the products that we make and in the community that we try to build that same very action can be very, very stressful, but can also be a lot of fun. And there are times that we can feel a little bit down about stuff, and the next week we feel much better about it. But what's always for me is very exciting is when we come up and do the actual launch and to see how those actually do, and see whether or not there are anybody who orders it, how's the popularity of it, all that sort of stuff. Always exciting to go through that every 3 weeks to 4 weeks, and what's also exciting when we look at stuff, Chocks, and we go, you know what, that one's A-okay. We get excited about that, and a lot of things. And sometimes when things go past our expectations, when they don't hit our expectations, all of that sort of stuff. Also, when you're making a life-size replica series, do you ever consider making a 1-to-1 Metroid? You mean the one that's in the vault? Billy Oma. Any news progression on attaining the My Hero license? My Hero Academia license? The answer is nope. Number 2, how is Spike from Cowboy Bebop coming, and when is the pre-order for him? Jet's going to be coming first, and that will be early Q1. Then Spike will come up afterwards. Brendan Rastello. We're actually painting Spike right now. Save Ica. Thanks for making the blog post, guys. You're very, very welcome, mate. I know you've been asking for that. Jeremy Beerson. If you were buried with one of your statues, which one would you choose? Jocks. Actually, don't answer that in case it's not an F4F.
Who says I was going to get buried?
If you were to be buried with one of your statues. You will eventually be buried, unless you're immortal. When you have Red Bull, you feel immortal.
Yes. That's a tough question.
I would... Yeah, that's not me, because that would be favourites.
Yeah.
All of them. Nice try. Nicholas Ferguson. Are you on schedule for February, April shipments of Spyro? Will it be later? Yeah, definitely. It's going all full steam ahead on that. Adam Elgamal. One is the lucky last chance weekend going to happen for Snake. It's not going to be last chance weekend. It's going to be like a week. We've only done 3 days. It's pretty much been its last chance weekend first, if that makes sense. It's been like a reversal, right? Because we did it only for 3 days. We're going to open it up again later on for a week. No, longer than a week. It's going to be like 10 days.
Yeah.
Joshua Barger. Here's a question for Alex. When did you decide that you wanted to make statues for a living, and what did you do before that? I've been doing this since university. I've not done anything before this. And it happened because my cousin at the time was looking for someone to help him make some Michael Schumachers at the time, and I was just in university in China, and he said, can you help me find a factory? To which I did. We found a factory, etc., etc. And
if Schumacher hit you up and say, hey, make me a statue, what would you say? Well,
first of all, I would be absolutely thrilled and honoured that he's doing all right, because do you not know what's up with him right now?
Seriously, I don't know.
Okay, well, he's been in a coma for like 4 years. He hit his head on a
I heard there was an accident, but I thought it was alright.
No. He hit his head skiing or snowboarding, and he went into a coma like 3 or 4 years ago,
Right.
and all we've heard is he's now recovering, maybe in his house or not, or what. But it's been
kind of
like,
been low key, isn't it?
oh yeah, I mean he's very, very private.
Yeah.
So if he was to hit us up, I'll be like, whatever you need, mate, I'll sort that out. ASAP.
Right.
ASAP.
Man, he was a legend.
He is a legend.
Well, but, you know what I mean. It's like, well, he was still having a Formula One career.
Yeah.
He actually shifted to a different type of sport, wasn't it? Rallying, wasn't it? Was it him that had a short stint in a different type?
I'm not sure about that.
A different type
Maybe.
of... I'm sure he did.
There's been a couple of guys who've tried that. Was it
Yeah.
Michael Jordan going to baseball?
Mm.
Then there was Steve Davis going to pool.
Yeah, I remember that. Steve Davis going to pool.
Um,
God, I haven't been following sport for a long time.
hmm.
I'm sure he went into rally.
Did you go for rally? When you were working at Codemasters, did you do a little bit of that in the old Colin McRae?
Yeah.
Did you do
Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't. We didn't have that kind of privilege to go out there and start doing, rally and stuff.
But when you were at Codemasters, didn't you do? You were Codemasters, weren't you?
Yeah.
Cody's, right?
Cody's, yeah.
Did you do Formula One or did you do like rally?
Did F1. Did
Yeah,
F1 IndyCar racing as well. Just going round and round an oval track.
Indy 500, yeah.
Yeah. Indy, Formula One, Colin, but after that, the name wasn't called Colin McRae. The name changed due to licensing issues. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Oh, did he go in to try and do like NASCAR or Indy 500? Did he try the Indy 500 maybe because it's similar to Formula One, isn't it? The cars.
I thought it was a rally. Rally X or something like that.
Go up and just type in rally. Oh, you did. Type in Indy.
Indy. Come on,
Indy
guys.
500. Indy.
I love watching rally.
IndyCar. IndyCar.
Is it IndyCar?
Yeah, I think he did IndyCar.
Oh.
All right, sweet. We're gonna keep on going.
7-time world champ.
So the answer is I didn't do anything before that, Joshua. Randy Gerard. So the SIF drop test you did not post because it didn't pass the test. Wouldn't it be okay? But wouldn't it be okay to post it since that's what the test is for? Posting only DTs that pass might give a false sense of testing, e.g.
Kimi Räikkönen.
TTs that pass. Why even do it? It's a good question, and maybe I've still got it somewhere, and I can. I just got to see what I said because I think I had a very polite conversation with the engineering team after that TT went down that it might not be quite PG enough for posting, shall we say? But you're right. I think you're right. I think we should do TTs, do DTs that as long as I watch what I say in terms of language-wise and what have you, because it's a very pleasant conversation with the team after I saw it did not pass. He's basically saying you should post the DDT of SIF. It didn't pass, remember, right?
Right, yeah.
Just to show what it goes through, and maybe doing another one afterwards. That when it shows it does pass on a different day, for example. Except for the one that I did for SIF, when that happened, I was discussing in my very sort of calm manner with the team, but perhaps that's not quite PG viewable.
Right. There'll be a lot of beep, 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 beep.
How's your Mandarin? Because if you want a lesson in rude words in Mandarin, you just need to watch that SIF dreaded drop test. Robert Elliott, what is the height of True for Midna compared to Zelda in scale? Tristan Tristel, what is happening with a Happy Mars salesman? I don't know, just bang on about it. Every Monday, everyone's like, yo. Radizaraz, are there any more tweaks planned for Guts? Reduce the squareness of his mouth. No changes to Guts, apart from blood and no blood, and working on that lighting effect.
Yes.
Philip Essinger, are there technical problems with the earlier bought of the FlexiPay if we choose to pay earlier? I decided a week ago that I want to pick up Worms and X sooner in order to reach bronze this year. So far nothing happened. I already wrote to CS and waiting for an answer. It will be sad if I can't get 10% for any statue that I will order because of this problem. Philip, when did you hit up CS? Don't forget it's now holiday, etc., etc. Let us know in the comments when did you write to them. But the answer to that is, we are yeah, it's basically what would happen is usually it will be taken 3 to 5 days afterwards. So don't worry, mate. If you've just taken it off, it should filter in. Usually we take a lot of payments on a Monday, so it should maybe filter into that. James Bennington, what brand of tea does? It's the brand Jen Lu. Oolong. This one, it happens to be oolong tea.
I want to see Alex lose his cool on somebody.
Oh, again?
Kelly Cruz.
I've already done that in the club. Where's my... Oh, here it is. Excuse me.
Looking for.
Get me a little bit stevia. A little bit of a sweet tooth. Kelly Cruz. Yeah, let's just say there's a bit of drama this week.
Let's not go there, guys.
Let's not go there. Right. Give me a bit of that.
Review coming up soon, Kevin West. Very, very soon.
Greg Mikarowski, do you prefer the original Mega Man or X series? Who's your favorite Mega Man character? Do you have something special planned for the Zero launch? Well, every launch is the same. Every launch is the same, so Zero will be the same. Well, actually, Zero will be the first time we do the documentary, the this, the that, etc., etc. So that will be new. My favorite Mega Man character.
I don't know. That's hard to say.
I would like to see Ultimate Armors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but obviously Mega Man and Zero are the OGs. Having said that, Base is in the vault. Is that right? Yeah. Where are we at?
Who's that?
How about for the guys who work really hard to get Zero back, anything special planned? Obviously the fans rally, Michalowski being one of them as well. Anything special planned? What would you like us to do? Curtis Spence, when are Metal Gear pre-orders opening again? Maybe back end of maybe around Christmas time. Not sure exactly. We have to see. We currently made the new head, made the new arms, made the new gun, just duplicating that up. Hopefully we can get that sooner rather than later. F4F and Vader Zim plush, please. Rally the fans. David Kurt, are pre-orders going to reopen for Tekken Law, or will there be a last chance weekend for him since he's confirmed to go into production? That's a good point. I think we might do that. Number 2, the website still doesn't list an edition size for the Mugen exclusive. Can you share the edition size?
Share the edition size for
Mugen? I thought we gave that.
Yeah, I thought we did.
I thought we gave that. Check one of your Friday Q&A recaps. Number 3, any update on when Samurai Champloo Live Jin may be sneaked or put up for order? Oh, not for a while. Not for a while. We've got a lot of anime stuff coming up. Berserk and Cowboy Bebop and hopefully Kamina before we think about going around the next round. If that makes sense. Curtis Spence, thank you. Now it's time for the 35k reveal. I'm just going to blurt it out. The reveal we're going to get is Banjo-Kazooie and Curtis Spence is... Nice try. Fool me once. Shame on me. No, you.
What?
Fool me twice, shame on me. He tried to get himself a free statue. Nice try. Bada bing,
Free
bada boom.
statue, huh?
Yeah, nice try, mate. Lucky. And that is another weekend reveal. Chocks. It is time for Who Dat. Guys, the 35k reveal will be happening in exactly sometime. Chapador, around about, what do you say, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, it's time.
It's better than that stream deck, isn't it?
Isn't it? It's so much better. Right. Now, we're going to do Who Dat. Chocks, explain what Who Dat is while I find something dastardly.
Explain what who that is?
Yeah, what that means, because we've got a lot of new people joining us today, Chocks. To make sure that they test their comments, Chocks.
Well, basically, what Alex is going to do is going to find an image on the internet, all right, and then zoom in really, really close, and then show you the image, and then you guys just have to guess what it is for a chance to win a seat in the game of Who Dat. There will be 2 winners selected, one will go first, and then basically we will play a guessing game. So let's say there's how many coins? 4 hands. Well, there'll be levels, right? Level 1 to level 4, and there's a chance.
Is it worth explaining? Because no one's going to win any points, right, Chocks?
That's right. Yes. So basically, there's going to be a chance for the actual winner to how many points was it again? Because I totally forgot. Because no one's ever reached that
500 up to 8,000.
Yes. So it's 500, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, and 8,000. So a chance. Well, basically up to 16,000 points to be won, right?
Absolutely.
And I think so far the current winner that has won the most is 4,000 points. And you know the rest is kind of like around about 1,500 points. So it's just guessing game, really easy. It's just like pick and choose who has the coin, and then yeah.
So many choices. Which one should I go
That's
for?
right. See, everyone's just typing test right now, so just to make sure that we are.
Because yeah, whatever you see on your screen, and it's got to be what appears on our screen. That's what we're looking. You can
That's
see
right.
exactly
So
what we're
I can see Lauren, I can see Brenton, I can see Adam, I can see Thomas, I can see Curtis. See, everyone's typing test just in case, you know. Angel, James. Hey Josh, check out the pinned comment. There's your hashtag of the week, F4F because next week's TT is going to be Assassin's Creed. Well, I hope somebody does win this week.
Really?
Yeah.
This is nice, yeah? 35k reveal.
Yes. I hope somebody does win this week.
Is that like, yeah, right? I hope someone.
I really hope somebody does win this
It's
week.
like, yeah, right. Should have probably prepared this beforehand.
Where's your coins?
Yeah.
Right, so the first round is going to be like 4 hands with 3 coins. All you have to do is just guess. You know, it's easy stuff. 75% chance of, you know, guessing a coin. And then the second round would be, you know, 1 hand taken away, 3 hands with 2 coins. Is that right?
What the hell is that?
You don't know who that is?
Do you know?
Kind of.
Well, I know what from, but...
From, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the name.
Yeah. You too, yeah?
Yeah, I forgot the name.
Okay, right. Well, that's not very good, because it comes up and we're like...
Yeah. And then the third round will be 50-50. So it gets harder and harder with each level.
Okay, we're going for that.
I can see you, Alex Walker. No need to be angry.
Why is he angry?
I don't know. Because he believes his isn't appearing on the main screen.
Ah. No, we can see you. All right, guys, it is time. Okay.
I don't know how you lower your delay.
You know how that is?
It's from...
Yeah. Do you know his name? Fuck, I said his name. Yeah.
It's not this one.
No.
Because he's
This one.
famous.
All right.
That a he or she?
Don't know. He, she.
A he, she. A she.
All right, here we go, guys. It is time to do the who dat. I wish you all the best of luck in 3, 2, 1.
Hold on.
Yeah, just make sure it's all good. Just have that as well. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Oh no, I turn up the brightness. Yeah.
Turn the brightness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Who dat. Let me just make sure how it looks like on the screen. Who dat.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, that's the whole point. At least in the beginning, it was who dat. Alright, now he's gonna do this. In 3, 2, 1. Who dat.
I think don't push it too close to the cam.
Why?
Because the reflection is quite strong if you move it too.
Okay.
Is it that?
Just like that, yeah? Like that?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. Who dat. Anybody got it right?
We've got Crash. We've got Metroid. We've got Bishop. We've got Red Guy. We've got Poison.
Cappy there as well.
Got Cappy. Got Crash.
Anybody? I'm assuming nobody there. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
Ooh, it's very cold. Very, very cold.
Who that? Who that? Go the other side.
Guys, you're gonna make sure you get the character name, not the series, but the character name.
Alucard, Aku, Poison, Bowser, Hellboy. 3, 2, 1. Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
2 winners for the chance to win up to 8,000 reward points. 8,000 reward points. That's like more than the Christmas photo sneaks. That was like 6,000 points.
Who that? Who that? Nah.
Now
we're gonna give him a little something.
It's getting.
Yeah, a little bit something. Okay?
Ooh.
Gonna give you a little bit of extra.
Someone must get this one right.
Who that? Who that?
Someone's got to get this one right. 8,000 points. Where's Amanda?
3.
Amanda, you gonna help me out tonight?
Who that? Who that? Surely this one. Surely.
Ooh.
Surely. Nobody's got it yet.
What is it? Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh, a bit more, yeah.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
Easy.
Lemon squeeze.
Oh.
Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? All right, we have 2 winners. Congratulations to Victor Navarro Vilgrin and Forest Boy. The 2 winners are Victor and Forest, mate. Congratulations. Bada bing, bada boom. You are this week's Who Dat winner. Victor and Forest.
Forest Boy.
Yeah.
Forest.
They all got it. They all got it at the same time. As soon as
It's what we see on our side, guys.
Yeah, I mean, what I mean is just in terms of they all hit it. As soon as I sort of show the apron,
the apple.
The apple. Bada bing, bada boom. Absolutely. Here we go, guys. In 3, 2, 1, we're gonna kick it off with Victor. Victor
going first.
For a chance to win 500 war points, you're gonna choose. There's 3 coins. You can choose hand number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. Let us know which one the coin is in.
Number 1.
You can just choose any. As long as there's a coin in there, you have a 66% chance to get this. No, 75% chance to get this right. Number 3 or number 4. Let us know in the comments, Victor, which one you're going for. Whatever you do, don't listen to Brenton.
Is Brenton on the stream? Come on, Amanda.
Don't listen to Brenton.
Brenton, choose number 3.
I see you, Darcy.
This is the first round, a chance to win 500 points.
Where you at, Victor? Make your choice. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Remember, for a chance to win 500 war points, let us know in the comments.
You can give up. You can give up now if you want.
Oh, he's gone for a number 4. Well, look, Victor, had you chosen number 1, you would have got yourself 500 reward points. Had you chosen number 2, you would have received 500 reward points. But no, you didn't. You had a 75% chance. You went for number 4. 3, 2, 1. Bada bing, denied! Denied! Sorry about that, Victor.
Good game. Good game.
Good try, mate. Good try. But unfortunately,
GG.
GG, Victor. Unfortunately, no reward points for you. Forrest, you've seen that someone's just gone before you. They didn't make it out the gate. We wish you the best of luck.
I really hope someone does win this week.
Yeah? In 3, 2, 1. Bada bing, bada boom. Forrest, you have a chance to win 500
Good game, Victor. Next time.
Reward points. Thanks for being good sport, Victor. We have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Forrest, let us know in the comments which one you're going to go for.
Come on, Brenton. Anthony says number 1.
Hey, Shane, maybe what appears on your feed is different to what appears on our feed, but just look at the comments on the thing. So, what have you gone for?
Number 2.
2, let me see my RNG do something.
Okay.
Now, let's be clear. If you had chosen number 1, you would have got yourself 500 war points. Had you chosen number 4, you'd be sitting on 500 war points, unlike Victor. But no, you went for number 2. In 3, 2, 1, boom!
Ooh.
500 war points are coming to your forest. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we're going to have 3 hands and 2 coins. In 3, 2, 1, boom! Is it number 1?
Do you want to walk away?
Number 2? Or number 3? You can stop. You can just take the 500 war points and walk away with 500 war points. Many others. Who's done that? Who's walked away with?
Oh, the last person that walked away after winning 500 points was Joshua Harmon.
And before that?
And before him, Guzman, Junior Guzman, also
and then before
walked
that?
away. Before that,
James Bennington.
James Bennington.
So there's no shame in walking away from 500 war points. Let us know in the comments. Will you keep on going? If you want to stop and walk away, you can do that. But just say what you would have gone for. Would you have gone for number 1, number 2, or number 3?
Go for broke.
Brenton says number 1. Bab says number 2.
Would you listen to Brenton?
Would you listen to Brenton?
Come on, listen to Brenton. Listen
All right,
to
I'm
Brenton.
walking away. My luck is awful, but just for the crowd, let's see number 3 again. Well, let's just say if you had listened, if you had gone for number 2, you would have got yourself 1,000 war points. But no, you went for number 3 when you could have gone for number 1. Now, let's be clear. If you'd gone for number 1 in 3, 2, 1, never listen to Brenton. Never listen to Brenton. He said go for number 1. You would have walked us away with, you would have got yourself 1,000 war points. Congratulations, 500 war points coming to you. Who dat? Bada bing, bada boom. What is going on, guys?
Well done, Forrest.
And just to be clear, guys, I can see some people are commenting about how it doesn't quite appear in our feed at the same time. Unfortunately, we can't dictate how that does. All I can say is, if you look at what you write and see how it appears on our stream, that's what we're seeing. You're seeing exactly what we're seeing.
We'll hit you up, Forrest.
He just wanted the reveal sooner.
Nice one, Brenton. Nice one, Amanda. KO'd.
Do us the honor, guys. It is very, very, very close to the time that we're going to go live with the 35k reveal.
Reveal.
Please, would you do us the honor of sharing out this stream, letting people know that we are going to do this. There's also something else we would like to do.
Share it out to your best friends, the friends that you don't like anymore, ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends.
And just to say, guys, if you would also do us the favor of recording yourself
Yeah.
watching the reveal trailer. Now, of course, there's going to be a lot of people that will be happy. There will be a lot of people who will be like, meh, hey, we like to see happiness, we like to see salty tears, we love to see it all. Feel free to record yourself and put it in the club. We love to see those videos as well. Now, of course, if you're just watching it on your phone, it might be a little bit hard, but if you are watching it on your PC, you can get your phone and record yourself, all that sort of good stuff. Maybe you're watching on your iPad, whatever it may be, and you can record yourself likewise. So we will give you a countdown when it's time to actually do the recording.
Give you guys some
Give you
time
to set up and all that sort of stuff.
Grab
Yeah.
your camera, get someone next to you to help you out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Shafire, mate, all I can say for you is I know what kind of statues you like, and all I would say is you need to know what kind of statue makers that we are. What can we record ourselves in GIF form? Sure, Taran, if you can figure out how to do that in Birmingham. Do they have GIF players over there? You can do that. Or are you from Liverpool? Let us know in the comments. And then, yeah, absolutely. So we know not everyone is going to be happy. Not everyone's going to be angry.
Hey, we can't please everyone.
Please them all.
Maybe in
50K
50k, yeah.
might be.
Yeah, maybe when it's 50k.
One last time, guys. What do you think it's going to be? What do you hope it's going to be? Let us know in the comments. There are now 194 people.
Oh, let's get it over
193.
201. Let's get another winner for this week's
Let's try and
hashtag.
do that. Let's see if we can tickle some people in. And, you know, obviously if you guys can record us as well, we'd love it. A few people did it, of course, for the 15...
A few people did it
for the
with
25k reveal.
A few people did it with the Breath of the Wild link announcement.
Yeah, but we messed that up a lot as well, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the 25k reveal, I remember
Actually,
James doing it.
Do we even know the volume? We're gonna be like just.
Yeah, no, I had a kind of like I had a sort of play look at
okay.
it, sort of. Well, actually, if you look over here, you can see the loudness of this mic.
Mm-hmm.
It's about there. So you might need to slightly turn down the music when we play that video. Oh, 201 Chocks.
Nice.
All right, nice one, guys. Much appreciated.
5 winners to be chosen. 5 winners to be chosen.
Uncle Scabs is going for Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer.
How do you feel, Chocks? You feel a bit nervous? Excited? This is what we talked about.
I'm feeling a bit fun.
Stress. Excited. Disappointed. No. No. But as in, what I can't remember who was asked that question. But you know, how do you feel about these sort of things?
It's all coming back to us right now.
Do I have time to go to the toilet? No.
No.
Okay.
What do you need it?
I always need to go. Now, we will talk more about a bit about the history behind once we finish doing the reveal. So stick around for just a little bit more, talk about the 35k reveal, etc., etc. And we look forward to showing it to you now. Now?
What?
So we're going to do it now? Yeah. Now.
Yeah?
Now.
No turning back.
No turning back. Maybe you need to turn down your volume, whatever it may be. Chocks, when I hit that mute button.
What? When I hit what?
You gotta hit that mute button, otherwise they're gonna hear us over the music. I'm nervous actually, Chocks. I'm scared. I'm scared.
I'm lost. Right.
All right, Chocks. All right. You know, it's like when you're doing the production of PVC and you kind of push that boat out. Once you pushed it, you can only hope that you've angled it correctly.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
It's that first alignment. It's that once you've thrown that bowling ball out there.
Gotta hit that strike. You gotta hope for it and hope it doesn't go straight in the gutter.
That's right.
All right, guys. If you're gonna be filming yourselves, much appreciated. We're gonna do the reveal in the next 15 seconds. So by the time I get this all ready,
15 seconds.
here we go.
When I press it?
When I click it over here, you'll see it appear over here. Okay, guys. You feel nervous, right? We will see you on the other side in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4.
Do we go 7
4.
and then go? Did I forget 6?
4.
I think I forgot 6.
4.
3. What?
That's stuttering. Something wrong with the internet connection.
Oh, right.
4.
Now, are we going on?
3.
3. 2.
2.
We will see you on the other side, guys. Boom! I've turned it off. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Ah!
Right.
Like, it got jerky.
That's the announcements. Frozen.
Disney hit us up. Yeah.
Let it go.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Oh, God. This is so annoying. Why didn't that go? All right, we're going to try it again, guys.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but why didn't it?
All right.
Is it a massive file? It better not be a massive file or something. Let me quickly check that out. Why is that?
It's not a massive file.
Hmm?
I don't think it's a massive file.
Let me see. Live stream videos. Not video. Shared video. What?
It's there, isn't it?
Shared videos here. And then it's connected to
That one?
35k.
Yeah.
It's only 200.
Yeah.
I'll try again.
It's
Let's
not
just leave it
the
running,
video's
let's
not in 4K.
Yeah, right. Here we
Don't
go.
worry.
3, 2, 1. I'm going to see you on the other side.
Stupid logo.
Boom! Kanjo Bazooey,
And
Bonkers,
bonkers.
Bonker and Kanjo Bazooey.
That's it.
We finally can announce that we've been working with Nat Geo, Discovery Channel,
Yes.
bada bing bada boom. There we go, guys. 35k reveal. Let us know in the comments, what did you think of that trailer? Are you excited? Are you meh? What is your opinion?
Teehee. Oh man.
Looking forward to seeing your reactions. Hopefully you guys liked it. We know it's not for everybody. Some will be happy, some won't be happy. Hopefully you liked how we brought in. I think a lot of people knew that maybe Banjo might have been.
Well, I mean, it's like we said before. Like a lot of people were saying, yeah, it's going to be this one. It's going to be. They listed out pretty much the whole entire game library, right?
Yeah.
So we did say that some. Well, you know, it will be one of the IPs, but
Yeah.
imagine, look at that, it's a double whammy. You know, Banjo and Kazooie and Conker.
And Conker, did you like the way it came in, Chocks? You know, it was a old school
Yeah,
kick
yeah.
towards the old N64,
N64,
logo being chopped
yeah.
up. Stupid logo taken
Chainsaw.
out. Yeah, guys, what do you think? James Bennington likes Conker. What do we say? Anthony says he thought that Conker killed BK. Please for both. Heaty. What a waste of a TT on Banjo. Ooh, those TTs are, you know, we can talk about that in a minute.
There's no such thing as a waste.
Adam Tiley's happy with Banjo. This will bring my big brother, or bring my brother into the F4F family. Much appreciated. Glad to have brothers involved with that.
Hey Greg, hopefully
Both they want to Brenton, much appreciated.
Hey Greg, hope you enjoy streaming these two games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Patrick's happy with that.
I mean, as always, guys. I mean, if
Ashley's happy with it. Much
if it's not for
appreciated.
you, that's fine. But you know, like, be happy for somebody else, because who knows? You know, when 50k comes, you know, something will be for you. I mean, we always
Absolutely.
say that every time we do a review. So, you know, it's good for us. It's good for every collector, because Rare, you know, new partners, you know, who knows where this could take us. Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, these guys. I mean, I just want to give a shout out to Peter, Adam, and the community team members at Rare. You know, these guys have been very helpful throughout the whole process. I mean, we're looking forward to working with these guys.
What the hell did everyone
And,
go?
They're in the club,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, they're telling everyone about it. So hopefully, you know, once this, you know, everyone have fun over the weekend, and hopefully we can start showing some, you know, work in progress stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So Curtis, we're going to talk all about this. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a moment, a little bit about the journey towards there, and so happy to finally be able to talk about this.
Yeah.
So it seems that a lot of people are either happy or, most people are happy. It seems to be a lot of people who are happy, which is great. That's fantastic.
I wonder what's going to happen with Mondays now. Because Mondays was the Banjo Monday.
Oh no, that's already been like hijacked by
the TT, right?
No, not by the TT. It's been hijacked by Happy Mar Salesman, Halo Mondays, tons of different Mondays.
Yeah.
They're trying to rally and come up with something. The BK guys actually sort of made it a Mondays or something. But Amanda Kirby's very happy with that. That's great to hear. Callum says, Red let us use the audio files. It was really great to use that as well. Yeah.
Ashley, I literally have goosebumps now.
Oh, much appreciated. Ashley says, show it again. I missed it. Well, don't worry. It's going to be straight on Facebook right afterwards. So you can watch it as many times as you want.
We'll be posting on Facebook. We'll be making a blog about it as well. And, hopefully, sometime tomorrow, the community team members at Rare will be helping us out, promoting this. Let everyone know about, hey, some good classic, iconic characters coming to you soon. Because, it's not very often you see high-end collectible Rare products.
Absolutely.
And, we grew up playing, Nintendo consoles. And, we all know that white bear, right?
Absolutely. Of course, we will be doing Kanjo first. Followed up by Bonkers. What is Bonkers?
Bonkers.
It was Bonkers was a. What did we say it was? Bonkers was what? If Kanjo was a white polar, obviously a polar bear.
Polar bear.
What was Bonkers? We
I don't think we ever mentioned that. But it's good that back then when the games were created, one was tailored for a younger generation, right? If they're like their kind of fun, cutie games.
Almost like grew up.
Conkers is more, like.
Still cutie looking, but
it has
a bit that mature, matureness to it.
A bit mature content to it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Angel's asking about Persona. Of course, those are some things
There's
that we're
always
looking
a chance
into.
for
Always
that,
looking forward to that sort of stuff. So there is lots of negative comments about wasting your Friday. What's that mean?
Huh?
I don't know.
Why are we wasting our Friday?
Anthony, what do you mean? Yeah. So. The answer, Bonkers is a raccoon, okay. Bonkers is a raccoon and Conga is a squirrel. Yeah. Right. Yeah, absolutely, guys. So let's talk a little bit about that reveal. And I know Shafia is there. I'll just take him as an example to represent. He says it's, as an example of him really liking more hardcore, more older generation. Well, not older generation is the word. That's not the one thing. It's more like the more hardcore, more design, maybe that sort of stuff, maybe more like the MGS or whatever it may be. I'm not quite sure. Although I think he picked up Bowser, so it's not quite the same. But we have a really, really amazing customer base that like what we've started with and you can almost say that Zelda is almost on both sides of that, which is a bit more hardcore and a little bit more cartoony. Sonic is definitely on the cartoony side. You would say that, certainly with the Spyros and and the Crashes, that's a kind of a distinct nostalgia twang for those, because what we're selling are nostalgia, what you played growing up.
Yeah.
That is really what we're trying to target here. And with Conker and with Banjo, these absolutely go down that sort of premise of having nostalgia for stuff that people grew up with. It's not about it's about remembering your childhood, remembering how you felt playing those games for the first time, the first time that you saw Conker on his throne, the first time you saw him getting drunk, his chainsaw, the mighty Pooh, of course with Banjo, the first time you're flying around, the way that whole thing, the whole concept for that as well. So that is what we are all about in terms of that's our customer base. And of course, we talked a little bit about how Dark Souls and Metal Gear Solid brought about a more, you could say a little bit more hardcore gamer. Hardcore's not the word.
Hardcore's not the word.
I should say a more detailed characters where they're trying to be more realistic, shall I say, rather than that cartoony style. That's probably what I mean by that. I'm not to say it's, you know, not hardcore. You look at Crash, that's cartoony as hell. Is that hardcore? Hell yeah, as an example. So it really is part of that sort of same vein. Now, of course, everyone wants to talk about that TT. Let's just say, guys, I enjoy the odd game of poker. You know, Chocks, I've been known to play a few games,
Right.
enjoy it, not addicted to it, you know when to stop, whatever it is, but hey, I like to go to Macau. I had a couple of games in Las Vegas, a bit of the odd casino, a little bit here, a little bit of there, bada bing, bada boom. Here's a, you know, lose some money there, get some money there, all in good fun. Never in my life have I ever been so scared about gambling with that TT. Banjo-Kazooie TT was the biggest gamble I have ever done. Now, if that was a resounding no, it would have been incredibly difficult for us to be here in this position. That was a massive gamble to run that TT as a double-edged sword, which was saying that why would you run the TT if you've already got the license? And secondly, if you don't get, if it does really badly, what does that mean for the license as well? And it was such a nerve-wracking week. You have no idea. I was talking to the admins, talking internally, going, what have I done, Chocks? It was almost like you were like shocked when I said we're going to do Banjo TT. You're like, what the?
Well, I was thinking, I don't know. At that moment, I was pretty confident that, you know, from the history of the characters, from the developers, and, you know, like I always say that sometimes what does well in the game industry might not do well for the statues.
Sure.
But looking at these two particular IPs, and just
they fit with our customer base, as we talked about.
Fit our customer base,
you never
and also there's like, hey, nothing's been done about them.
Right.
At all, right?
Right,
I mean,
merchandise-wise. Yeah,
merchandise-wise, nothing's been done about it at all. And
it's very similar to Okami, you know, you could almost say. It's got quite a cult following, but not very much merchandise for it.
Right. And, you know, I was pretty confident this would do pretty well, and these two would do well. I mean, with regardless whether there was a TT or not, right? But, you know, hey, sometimes, you know, like we did with Metal Gear, you know, even with the bayonet kind of thing. It's all like sometimes, you know, we always like to throw something in there to shake things up, you know, because, hey, if every week is predictable, then it's going to be very boring in the club. If you know what's going to happen next week, you know what's going to happen tomorrow, hey, what's the point, right?
Absolutely. One of those issues has become apparent after doing the New York Comic Con reveals, where it's been a little bit harder to come and generate that sort of hype when they've already seen it all. So that's been some difficulties for us that we have to sort of deal with. But, you know, it's been that week in terms of that Banjo going live and people rallying it. I was super nervous, and so happy that it worked out to be then the fastest ever rising TT to get to,
and the funny thing is,
to get to 600.
Funny thing in that TT was that tons and tons of people were just solely concentrating on Banjo and Kazooie, and it's like, Conquer? Yes, maybe. Yes, no, maybe. It was that kind of like, hey, if you know, they weren't expecting us, hey, to go and get Conquer as well. They were just solely concentrating on Banjo, and then now with Conquer, hey, guys, let us know what else you're interested in the rare, you know, retro catalog. Let us know. I mean, like, if you want to see any other characters, and if the rare range does really well, you know, we can always look into it.
Raul, I said then fastest. I knew that Pokemon would go afterwards, and it was rallied, so it was then fastest at the time. But it was a huge gamble for us, and I felt very nervous. That's like when you're putting your last chip on black, and you go that roulette wheel.
Hey, double or nothing. That's all. That's
absolutely right. Absolutely. So
go big or go home.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, so that's definitely what we know, that we had seen people rallying for that over the years once the club's been there. And that really led to a bit of, I will go more about this in the documentary when we actually do make him, but that was certainly pretty straightforward. And the way that worked was our contact over at Sega,
Mm-hmm.
left,
Mm-hmm.
and went MS way.
Mm-hmm.
And we hit them up and said we want to be in charge of a different division
Mm-hmm.
within Microsoft,
Mm-hmm.
and reached out to him in terms of being able to see what we can do with this. And this conversation started, shit man, June 2016. June 2016, and here we are now. June 2016. So when people talk about this anime here, this anime there, and the time to reveal and all that sort of stuff, you can see how long these take. Will it be hot in a year and a half's time? That's the question. Always cautious about that sort of stuff. Now, evergreen stuff, such as the Banjo and Kazooie and all that sort of stuff, those are already had their time, and now there is a evergreen number of fans that aren't going to disappear because there hasn't been a game out recently, if that makes sense. So yeah, we can 100% say that we will be working on the classic styles of Banjo-Kazooie. So it won't be the nuts and bolts version, it will be the N64 version. And we've been having a fantastic time with Rare. They've been fantastic working with them, and very, very confident in the styling and the way it's already at the physical stage.
Yeah, the guys it was like a joint thing. They had a lot of input as well. They gave us. I was like, oh right, this thing should be that. It's more in tune because like again, retro games, a lot of polys back then.
Not a lot of polys. So
not a lot of polys. But it's the same thing with like kind of Crash and bring
absolutely.
that more updated. And it's been a lot of fun.
Definitely. So we've been working on this for such a long time, and it was definitely a consideration in terms of the fact that people were, and I feel like this is, as I said, our main customer base is those that have been with us since 2000, as in you've been working on this sort of style of character for many, many, many years, and it's really our bread and butter. And yes, of course, the Dark Souls shows that we can do that kind of more detailed sort of stuff. We'll keep on doing that as well.
It's like always do.
Look at the Ornstein.
We're going to keep doing PVCs. We're going to keep doing resins. We're going to do large scales. We're going to do small scales. Every single category has their has their turn. So we start doing cute stuff. We start doing mature stuff.
Hey Chef Fire, why not both? So what happened to the pre-order on X Bowser? Right after the stream, we're going to. What time does your reveal your thing scheduled for? Have you scheduled it or not?
Well, it's kind of like need to
push the button.
Okay,
so it's not scheduled.
It's not scheduled.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it needs to be manually pushed.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, cool.
Like
so
this one here, like.
Yeah, great. So yeah, guys, as soon as this stream is finished, we're going to post the video on our Facebook page.
Yep.
We're going to be opening up exclusive Bowser for this last chance weekend.
For the last chance weekend, from the 1st of December to the 4th of December.
Yep, we're going to close the
gold and the combo of Aku Aku Mask.
Yep.
Right.
And the X will continue.
The exclusive will continue until the 8th of December, next Friday. And it'll be paused for 2 weeks,
and then go back
it'll
for
be
this
last chance weekend.
Well, absolutely. So we look forward to reading your reactions, going over what you guys thought of this, being able to show you sneaks, show you this, show you that, and give you a bit better idea of how it's going to look. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys finally getting to see the actual statue, and we look forward to that to be around about very, very early Q2, I would say.
Yeah.
Very, very early Q2. So all I can say is first of figures, X Rare equals awesome collectibles. Very, very, very cool. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. 127 people at this moment. There will be a feeding frenzy right after this as well. In the club, 127 people get a chance to win 100 F4F reward points in the next 15 minutes after we go off. It's been an absolute honor to see you guys join us for the stream. Over 220 odd people were there at the stream, at the countdown. Thank you so much for the support, coming to see that and your interest in our products. And of course, those that aren't happy with it, hey, sorry about that. Those that are happy for it, great to hear. And as always, we do what we can, we try our best, and we appreciate your support. We can't do any of it without you, so much appreciated. Chocks.
Yeah.
Just jump. All right, cool.
Yep, that's it. I mean, like, you know, done my shout outs. You know, again, you know, it's been a lot of.
Oh, is there anything that you needed to add shout wise?
Oh, I've done the shout outs,
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
with the stuff, you know, giveaways and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So again, much appreciated. You know, it's been fun. It's finally glad to announce this rare partnership. So yeah, and guys, this one, yeah,
No, do you want to do that at all?
yeah, I've just did that
Okay.
earlier.
Cool.
I did that
Oh,
earlier.
okay.
Yeah. I did
All
that
right, sorry.
earlier.
Okay, cool.
So-
All right, guys, much appreciated. Thank you so much. We will see you on the other side. F4F is. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chuckles.
do I hold on? To signal the end. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chuckles.
F4F is love,
F4F is life.
and we will see you on the other side. Peace.
Laters.